Hello everyone, welcome. Alright, FA, you are first. Ooh, FA, I think I know who you are, but I'm not going to say your other name. Alrighty. Alrighty. You want a love oracle. Let's see. Alrighty, I get new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So FA, it looks like there's going to be either a new person coming into your life when it comes to love, or it could very well be that there's going to be like a new connection with a person. It could be a person that you never had a romantic connection with before in the past, or something else. But there's going to be someone else coming into your life when it comes to love that's going to make you excited, happy, or just you wanting to invest your energy into. I hope I was able to help you on. Thank you for being here. Alrighty, let's see. Ayushi Krishna, are you here? Arushi Krishna? Krishna. Arushi. Okay. There you go. Hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let me see what my list looks like. After Jaded Kato is Miss J, Rising Phoenix, Rosie. Rosie, you can post your first question, hun, and I will do you after I do Marita. So I'm going to do Ayushi and Marita, and then I'm going to start with my donation list. Let's see. Ayushi. Oh, Miss J, you are before Rosie. Go ahead and post yours. Alrighty. So with the moon, I get a no. You will not at this time, or even maybe even in the foreseeable next couple of months, you're not going to reconcile with why Ayushi with the moon card and the 4 of cups, because he's unhappy with his life and he has other things that he needs to work on. With the 3 of swords and the wheel of fortune, right now he is in an energy of like maybe he feels very betrayed by life, or he's sad about something. But with the wheel of fortune at the bottom, I think it's because he feels like things aren't going his way, or he's trying to improve his future in his life. With the 8 of wands sideways, the devil reverse, the page of cups, and the 2 of pentacles, he doesn't mind talking to you and maybe even like flirting with you, but I don't see him wanting to invest in something serious anytime soon. He goes back and forth thinking about it. He tells himself that he has other things at play that need to be worked on or focused on, that he's not thinking about coming towards you. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think also he's looking at, you know, what options he has in his life when it comes to how he can help himself, I think maybe financially, or work towards like different goals in life, because he's not looking at love right now. He's just looking at friendships, flirtations, and stuff like that, but he's not looking at forever. Okay, I hope I was able to help you, hon. Thank you for being here. Alrighty, and let me go back up to Marita. I'm gonna do yours. Are you here, Marita? And then I'm gonna start my donation list because it is very long. Well, not very long, but I have a few. Marita. Okay, let's see. right, Marita. I get with the Emperor in reverse, no, not at this time, because with the Two of Wands at the bottom, have you been, I don't want to call you lazy, but have you kind of not really been looking? Because it looks like you haven't been taking action. Maybe you don't believe that you're good enough or you have the ability to find something better. Spirit is saying maybe you're not looking in the right direction or you're not taking enough action. The Emperor in reverse is somebody who sometimes gets your what do you call it? Your ego gets to the best of you. Or sometimes you don't want to try very hard or you're not really looking at your potential because you feel like either you're not good enough or, you know, there's a part of you that feels like, oh, I'm not really looking or I'm not really going after my potential. In other words, I don't know, with the Two of Wands, Spirit is saying you have to make a decision. What do you want? And pick things that are going to be better for you and not like your bare minimum. Kind of like, oh, I don't have experience here, so I'm not going to apply. Don't think like that. Just apply. And with the Eight of Pentacles reverse and the Knight of Pentacles reverse, Spirit is saying that you're either going to be working jobs that don't pay you enough and you work really hard, or it's not going to be shifts that you like. It might be like working at night or working at a different time than you would want or super early in the morning. Whatever it is, it's not going to be favorable for you because with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you're not taking enough action to go after things that are going to provide you stability or something better. So Spirit is saying to either take action, change your energy, or work towards looking for things that are going to improve your life, even if you don't, like you're holding yourself back too much, okay? I know, but you got to look for things that are, even things that you feel like you're not going to get, just apply for them, okay? Because Spirit is saying that you're not looking at things that are in your, how do you put it, what you're wanting. You're like, I want abundance, or I want something that's going to pay me well, but it's like you're not applying for those kinds of jobs. Does that make sense? But Spirit is saying with the Emperor in reverse energy, you're not taking enough action. Like literally go down a list and like make a list of, I'm going to apply to 20 jobs today. Apply to them. Because the majority of jobs that are posted today typically aren't real jobs, okay? They said like 40 to 50% of jobs that are posted to apply for aren't even real positions. So if you're applying to like one job every couple of days, think about, you know what, I'm going to apply to 20 jobs today. And then tomorrow I'm going to apply to another 20. You might, one person, I read like many articles in the past couple of months of people applying to over 200 jobs and then finally getting one. Because most of the ones that they applied to were either bot farms or positions that aren't even real. So just keep applying to many, 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 many different things. And don't be worried about not getting it. Make sure that you're just applying, okay? And don't apply to one every couple of days. Apply to like 20, 30 at a time if you have to, okay? Hope I was able to help you, hon. Thank you for being here. You can always change that energy around to go in your favor as long as you put in the effort, okay? Good luck, hon. Let me know how things go. Alrighty, here we go with my list. Let's see if everyone comes in today. I hope they come in. If not, then I'll just stay on the list. Okay. Sazu. And then who else? And then Mac and Bees. Oops. There we go. Alrighty, there's my list. Miss J, I got you. Sometimes Spirit wants us to like put a pep in our step and go big. You know what I mean? Like, don't apply to a couple things here and there. Apply to many. Apply to everything possible. Even things that you don't think you're going to get, because it's better to put yourself out there and be like, you know what, I accomplished something today because I know that when I finally get that job, I'm going to feel like I really accomplished something, you know? Alrighty, Miss J. Let's go. Did you, Jess? When, hun? Hold on. Let me go back and look. Where is it? Oh, you did. You did it right before Zazu. I'm sorry, hun. I didn't get a notification. That's so weird. Let me put you in there. I'm so sorry, hon. I was just looking at my notifications and not actually looking. Sorry. I went back and I saw. Okay, here we go. My bad. Okay. Alright, Miss J, let's see. Hello, Kaiser. Glad you could make it. Alright, let me see. Change. Okay, let me do your yes or no first. Let me see. Oh, Spirit's funny. Spirit's like, because I said professional spirit, professional intentions, and Spirit's like, they put a big X through the professional. So it looks like he definitely does have very sexual intentions towards you. But let me see about it. With the Six of Wands, yes, he does. Hello, Rising Phoenix. Yes, he does. With the Six of Wands, because they put like a red X through it, like, his intentions are motivated by sexual things. But yes, he does have positive professional intentions with the Six of Wands. It's like good news, having your back, trying to make you feel successful, also trying to garner good rapport with you. With the Five of Swords in reverse, because he's afraid of losing you, because he's afraid of messing up. Also, I think he's trying to hide that fact that he has very sexual intentions or energies towards you, because he wants to win your good favor, okay? Because with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups in reverse, there is this part of him where he wants to connect with you more. He feels like you guys have like this special connection or something. I hate to say it to you, it is kind of like, I feel like you understand me, or like we understand one another. It's kind of weird in that way, but I do see him having those intentions towards you where it's like, I want to be in your good graces. I want you to look at me positively. Also with the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords, he's also trying to be like a friend to you as a boss. Kind of like, let's get to know each other better. Let's be friendlier. Let's connect. With the Knight of Pentacles sideways and the Hermit, also an energy of not wanting to let you go to some other work position. With the Knight of Pentacles being sideways, you were offered something else but trying to halt you. With the Hermit, he's been thinking of like, what can I do to make this stop or not go through? So he has been thinking about ways of trying to keep you and trying to make you feel like you are seen, that you're appreciated, that kind of thing. So yes, he does have good professional intentions towards you, but also I think it is laced in an energy of like, I really feel like you understand me, we can connect, let's be friends, that kind of thing. So I'd be careful, okay? But let me see about your other question. What changes do I have in mind for me? Well, why don't you wait to see what it is, Miss J? Do you really need an answer for that? I mean, I'll answer it for you, but you don't want to wait for him to show you what he has? I mean, are you going to make a decision with or with, I mean, do you know what I mean? Like, are you sure you want to ask that? I feel like I've told you multiple times, but if you want me to answer it, I will. because they hadn't really made a decision. They were just like, what can we do to convince her to stay? But like, they were talking and thinking about like, what can we do? We don't know what is available. Let's try and drag this out for as long as we can until we can find something, because they're waiting for someone to leave, or they're waiting for a position to open, or they still have to create one. So they were dragging it out. And also because they're trying to drag it out through April, because they wanted you to be there for at least a year. So it's like they're slowing things down as long as they can. You know, I did tell you they were going to give you some lip service to try and keep you around and keep you from leaving. So, I mean, they're still trying to figure it out. Okay, let's see. With the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse, they feel like you're very disappointed. They seem like you're also seemed kind of sad. And with the Five of Wands in reverse, they wanted to avoid any sort of conflict or drama with you. In other words, trying to be careful of how they speak towards you, because they feel like you didn't seem very happy the whole time you were there. Like you seemed very like sad, disappointed, unhappy. With the Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune, they are trying to think up of something to be like good enough for you to want to stay. Because with the Five of Swords, it is that energy like, what can we do to like change our mind, or what can we do to make this work in our favor? Seven of Pentacles in reverse, because she plans on leaving. Wheel of Fortune, or their intention is to like give you something that's good enough to make you want to stay. For the Queen of Wands in reverse, they also think that you're very impatient, maybe even angry at them, because with the Eight of Wands in reverse, you didn't say a lot. Were you not talking to them very much? Because they feel like you weren't like, you were trying to maybe like avoid communication with them, or limiting your communication or interactions. They just feel like you were maybe sad and angry and like not wanting to really be there. With the Seven of Wands sideways and the Page of Pentacles, also being a bit defensive. With the Page of Pentacles, like being very like strictly focused on work. Like your conversations and communication were strictly like trying to be work-based, or maybe even like limiting what all you said. And they felt like you're being very defensive. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Swords. So they also feel like you were being very kind of like, how do you put it? They feel like you're being very secretive or strategic. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse, well, it's not really how you felt like you were. It's how they perceived you. Because maybe they thought that you were going to be more social. And maybe they thought that you were going to be more relaxed. But they felt like you were very quiet. You weren't saying a whole lot. You weren't like you were at work. Let's put it that way. They might not know that, but that's how they felt when they see you. Because the way we see ourselves is not always the same. Because sometimes you go out and be like all smiles and happy, and people are like, oh my god, that girl is so fake. It's like, no, she was really happy because it was her birthday and you guys all showed up. Do you know what I mean? People always have a perception of you that's different than what you might think of yourself. And people say a lot of things, don't they, Miss J? People are real honest, right? I mean, in life, unfortunately, people will say all sorts of things to try and make you feel fine, because the Five of Swords did come out earlier saying, like, we got to be careful what we say to her, because she seems unhappy, disappointed, we don't want to upset her, we don't want to do this or that. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you can believe what you want. I mean, you don't know that they have sexual thoughts and feelings about you, right? Same thing. Because they're not telling you they find you real attractive, right? They're not telling you, man, I fantasize about you. Do they? They don't, right? And even when you have feelings for people, you don't always tell them your feelings, right? It's the same thing. People, especially in the professional atmosphere, you have to be very careful of what you say to people, because they also see with the Seven of Swords, they feel like you were being very strategic and careful with what you said. They found you to be a little bit very quiet and very different, because with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, they also were being very strategic of how they were communicating with you, because they didn't know what was going to happen to potentially tip you in the wrong direction. Does that make sense? Because if they say something that hurts your feelings and makes you feel bad, you might just want to quit and leave anyway. If they don't tell you what you want to hear, you might want to leave. Does that make sense? Even when I do all these readings for you, telling you that they're going to do something to try and convince you to stay, you didn't believe me, right? I mean, it's the same thing. Because sometimes it's hard to not know or believe things if, like, it doesn't happen right in front of you, right? Because I've talked about you since February about this, coming to this point. And it's finally gotten here, but it's like you don't want to believe that either. So I don't know. I don't know what you want me to tell you, Miss J. I mean, their energy towards you is just based on what they saw and what they felt. You know, it's not really about what they said. It's more about their feelings, right? You want to know how they feel and what they're thinking. Or do you want me to just regurgitate what they told you? Like, which one? What do you want me to tell you, hon? Okay. With the Devil, the Six of Pentacles reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, the Six of Wands, and the Ten of Swords reversed. So they were terrified in this energy of like, what can we do to make her stay? With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I don't know if they spent extra money on you or try to be like very accommodating towards you. With the Page of Swords in reverse, all of them are watching you and keeping an eye on you. With the Six of Wands, giving you a lot of positive attention and feedback because they were trying to win you over and keep you. With the Devil energy, they're trying to trap you in place. How can we keep her? Why don't we, let's buy her an extra round of drinks, or let's go out to somewhere fancy, or let's, wine and dine her, make her feel real special. Because they're watching your attitude. They've been seeing you as the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So they're like, how can we change her mind? Ten of Swords in reverse, because they don't want you to quit or leave. With the Four of Wands in reverse and the Two of Swords, they don't really have something planned for you immediately. With the Four of Wands in reverse, they want to find something for you that's going to give you more stability. They haven't found it yet. There's been some blockages and delays. With the Two of Swords, they have to make a decision. They have to also figure out what to do. In other words, they don't have something to say to you right now with the Two of Swords because they need to figure it out. Because there is something in the works with the Four of Wands in reverse, because there's good news coming. There is like a celebration of something better and more stable coming towards you. They just don't have it yet. With the Ten of Wands in reverse, they are definitely taking initiative to make things happen, but they're also in the energy of being a bit overwhelmed. Like, oh, is it going to take too long? Are we going to give her something that she likes, or is she not going to like it and leave anyway? Because with the Lovers in reverse, they're like wondering, what if she doesn't like what we have? What if there's nothing that we find that's like good enough for her? What if she chooses to leave anyway? Anything else? With the Eight of Swords, another energy of being afraid to say things to you that might upset you, being afraid to like be honest with you. With the High Priestess in reverse, because they're telling themselves, we got to be careful what we say and reveal to her because she might not like it. We might upset her. She doesn't seem like she's in a good mood. We got to be careful. Just be nice. Just be pleasant. The Sun, Four of Swords reverse, they acted really happy and nice towards you. But with the Four of Swords in reverse, they couldn't sleep at night. They weren't like really taking care of themselves, but they're putting on a front that everything's great, everything's happy, things are great, we're so excited. But they weren't really. They're really stressed out because with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, they're afraid of you leaving. With the Nine of Cups and the Knight of Cups in reverse, So they don't really want to tell you anything until they feel like this is exactly what she's looking for, or we know that she's not going to want to say no to this. Like, we want to make her dreams or wishes come true of like giving her some opportunity that's better, that's more. So with the Knight of Cups in reverse, they're not going to give you that offer until they find that special something, or they feel like this is something like an offer that you won't or can't refuse. Like, they want to make you happy, they just don't know what it is yet. And with the Temperance, Spirit is saying you got to be patient. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, they're like, we don't know how long it's going to take, and we don't know if Miss J is going to be willing to wait for us to figure it out. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, they're really stressed out because they're like, how can we make it so that we can make things harmonious or balanced or fulfilling for her to make her want to stay. With the Hermit, they're in deep thought of trying to figure out what do we need to do. Five of Pentacles in reverse. We got to tell her something. We're going to help her with her finances somehow. In other words, they're going to give you something that's going to be financially beneficial. With the Ten of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Empress in reverse. So I don't know if they're going to try and give you something that someone else is leaving. Like, I don't know if there's a woman who's older who's leaving or quitting. With the Ten of Cups and the Page of Wands, it very well could be, would you be willing to take this position? Maybe it's similar to that person's position, or even something that's like, it's going to open up, so it's going to give them something where they can put in that. Okay, I'm going to put it like this. It might be that if some person leaves, there might be a woman who's leaving, but it's like if some person leaves, there's a position and a paycheck amount of money, a certain amount of money that is available. So maybe the position won't be exactly like that, but it'll be like a something that's going to give you more money, but it's not going to be the exact same title, or there's something different. Does that make sense? Because sometimes companies can't rearrange positions or offer bigger financial packages unless one person leaves, so that money becomes free. Does that make sense? So with the Ten of Cups and the Page of Wands, they might give you some brand new position, or a position that they feel like you would really like. And with the Empress in reverse, it could be that they're waiting on someone to leave, or they need to get the okay from somebody else. But I do see that they have something that they're thinking about giving to you, but they're just not in that energy of like, I don't know, she's gonna like it. We hope it's enough for her. We hope it makes her happy. Their desire is to make you happy at the end of the day. And with the Emperor sideways and the Fool in reverse, there is a little bit of hesitation from one of the bosses. I don't know which one it is. RO with the Emperor sideways and the Fool in reverse. Very well could be that one of them is feeling a little bit insecure or a little bit impatient themselves. With the Fool in reverse, they're not ready to give it to you yet because they're trying to make better decisions of like how to get there. But it could even be that they're just like, I have a lot of other things going on in my life right now, so I can't really put all of my focus on this, but I will get there. It's just I got a lot of stuff going on. And how it's like almost like it's not gonna be very fast. It's gonna be, we'll work on it, but I have some other things going on right now. With the Three of Pentacles, the Justice, and the Three of Wands in reverse, another energy of we're looking for something better for you that's going to bring you more stability. It's going to be very fair, okay? And with the Three of Wands in reverse, they're in this energy of we haven't quite found it yet. We haven't found it, but we are looking. With the Ace of Cups and the Tower. So at this point, they're like, Miss J is either going to be happy about it and be surprised, or she's not, and she's going to leave. So they're in this energy of like, we're going to do the best that we can. We hope whatever it is that she'll like it. They are motivated to help you out, but one of them seems to be busy with some other things. They're like, my energy is pulled in multiple directions, so I don't think it's going to be like tomorrow that they're going to have something for you, but they are in an energy of like, we're still in the works. Like, we're looking. With the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. Ooh, so they also realize that they have to, I don't know if they have to hurt someone else, or they feel like someone is going to be upset with them when you get the position. Like, they might lose a friend, or somebody might not like that they're going to do this to you. But let me see. How else do they feel? Their feelings are all towards, like, we gotta make Miss J happy. With the Six of Swords in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they're really afraid of, like, rocking the waters because they felt like you were gonna be like, I don't trust you guys. I don't want to work with you. They're really afraid of, like, breaking this connection that you guys have built. With the Page of Cups sideways, lots of fear. Four of Cups. They feel like you're very bored, or you either don't like them or you don't like your job. Okay, that could be it, because this Seven of Cups in reverse, they had a realization. Six of Cups in reverse, they're gonna have to hurt a friend, upset a friend, or lose a friend. It's gonna create some chaos. Two of Cups in reverse, maybe lose a friendship, but also they don't want to lose you either, because it might create chaos for you, and they don't want that to happen. Page of Cups sideways and the Four of Cups. They also feel like, though, you're very unhappy and bored with whatever you're doing. And they're kind of afraid that, you know, what they offer you, maybe. Or it's like they're just paying attention to you and watching you to make sure that, you know, they can put a smile on your face, that they can be happy, they can make you happy. Anything else? How else do they feel? With the King of Cups, one of them cares about you a great deal and is looking to help you out. With the Star in reverse, because they just feel like you're, like, really sad, unhappy, in the blues. And with the Queen of Pentacles, because you're not getting the recognition that you deserve, or that you're not getting, like, you're looking for more stability and financial gain. So he's like, you know what, I see that you're upset about some things, or you're not getting what you feel like you deserve, so I want to help you out. So one of them really does care about you being happy and getting what you're looking for. Okay, so I don't see, like, a ton of negative energy. It's just a fear of, don't rock the boat, don't mess things up, only say positive and nice and complimenting things to her. We don't want to do anything that's going to make her want to leave, make her uncomfortable. So they were just watching you to mirror your behavior. And if you look sad, they were going to give you compliments and be really nice to you, really, really happy. Because they feel like you already are unhappy, and that's why you're looking for a way out. So they're like, well, how can we make it so that she feels special? How should we give her more attention, more praise, more this, more that? So they're doing whatever they can to make you happy, just so that you wouldn't feel like, have hard feelings and then want to leave. Okay? But that's what I see for you, hon. You're so bad because it wasn't my intention. That's good. But like I said, they're complimenting you a lot and giving you a lot of positive feedback, because they're manipulating you, because they want you to stay. You know, it's like kissing your butt to make you feel good, so that you'd want to stay and not leave. Does that make sense? It's not that they don't want you to leave, or it's like you don't deserve it. It's just so much to the fact that, you know, they don't want to do anything that's going to make you, like, not want to say yes if they were to offer you something. Does that make sense? So take it for what you will. I mean, the way that listen, when it comes to professional positions, unfortunately, it's not like your personal relationships with your friends, okay? So you have to set aside the fact that it doesn't really matter if these people like you personally. It matters that they like your performance in your workplace. Does that make sense? Because unfortunately, in the workplace, it is a dog-eat-dog world. Look, they're friends with S and they're about to screw them over for you, right? It's the same thing. It's like you can't look at them as being your best friends or people who are always going to have your back. It's not like that. It's like, what's best for the business? What's best for the company? If Miss J is good for her position, if she makes stuff happen, we're going to try really hard to keep her. Even if she has a bad personality, even if she's not friendly with everyone else, if she's able to maintain the numbers and keep us in good standing with our bosses and the company, that's what matters. Does that make sense? Unfortunately, that's how it works in the professional world. I've seen it happen countless times. Every time. Because bosses would tell me how much they dislike some of their employees, like their subordinates. And they tell me, I can't stand this person, but they rake in the numbers like you wouldn't believe, so I just have to put up with their crap. And I'm like, seriously? Like, don't you feel like it's below you to have to accommodate them this way? And they're like, what can I do? They're my best performing employee. Like, I can't like be a jerk to them so they leave to the competition. Does that make sense? I see it all the time. So just take everything that they say with a grain of salt. And, you know, if you need their validation all the time, then you need to work on self-love. But at the end of the day, these people, they want you to stay because they feel like you're a good employee, and that's the most important thing, okay? As long as you're an asset to them, they will stroke your feathers, they will be really nice to you, you know, but at the end of the day, like if you were to mess up, if you were to screw up, and there is somebody else who's outperforming you, they would replace you, okay? That's just the way it works, okay? Well, it's not a matter of, you can be as friendly and nice as you want, but if they're looking for an energy of like, oh, but she looks sad. I mean, like, she wouldn't want to be leaving if she didn't like us. Do you know what I mean? Like, they feel like, you know, if she was unhappy with us, if she was mad at us for some reason, it's probably why she wants to leave. Or she's grown impatient. Whatever it is, it's like, people will make assumptions based on whatever they want to at the end of the day. And for them, they felt like maybe you were sad or you were upset, and they're like, you know what? Let's just stroke her ego, pump her up, make her feel like she's on top of the world so that she stays. Like, so that she looks at us positively and that she wants to work with us continuously. Because that's how a lot of people manipulate, especially in the corporate world, how they manipulate people below them. They typically compliment a lot and they say a lot of things. It's a manipulation tactic. Unfortunately, that's just how it is, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not here to stroke anyone's ego, make them feel better, tell you what you want to hear. At the end of the day, I can only tell you what Spirit has for you and what's best for you, and that's going to help you grow as a person and become stronger within your own intuition and your own abilities as a human on this earth. Because we all have our own personal journeys, and I'm not here to, like, you know, just throw fake stuff at you. I can only tell you, like, sincerely what I believe that Spirit wants you to hear, and even sometimes I just channel straight what they say, because sometimes I can't think fast enough of how to make it come out so I don't come across as being like the biggest jerk on earth. I'm not gonna lie. So I have like no negative feelings or anything towards anyone. I can just tell you what Spirit says, okay? But I hope I was able to help you in some way, and thank you for being here, and congratulations. Think of it as a win, okay? Because these people are fighting to keep you on their side, and that's a huge compliment in and of itself, okay? Not from me, but from the people that you work with. You know, they appreciate you and they see your value. So they're doing what they can to keep you, and the most that you can do is to take the blessing and be grateful for it, okay? Good luck, hon. Let me know how things go, okay? And never be afraid to negotiate either, okay? Rising Phoenix, you can push your question, hon. Because I can assure you, I don't believe that Spirit would want to give abilities of helping others if people were just going to take advantage. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like a lot of people do take advantage of others, and it's unfortunate. But I can only tell you what Spirit shows me for you, okay? Rising Phoenix, are you here, hon? Because I can assure you, I get so upset with Spirit sometimes because they beat around the bush so much. And I'm like, just tell me what you need me to say. Like, why are you always giving me like the runaround? Alrighty, let's see. Rising Phoenix, let's see. Solomon's energy intentions for you. Okay. With the Hangman sideways and the Six of Swords in reversed. Ooh, this is a man who, I hate to say it, but I feel like their life is not very happy or not very, it's very chaotic. And with the Hangman being sideways, I feel like there's a part of him that is coming towards you in a bit of a low vibration. It did want to be in reverse. I shifted it a little more, but I feel like he sees you as either being very beautiful, or I don't know if you come from a good family or have a good career, but it's almost like you tick certain boxes, but then it's also he wonders, like, I don't really know what I want, but you seem pretty like a really good option. And it's like, I don't know if he feels like there's something in his life that in his mind he's fighting off like negativity or some fear. So I don't know if he has some mental instability or he's fighting off demons, but it's like he creates chaos in his own mind. I feel like deep down, it even could be that something inside of him is telling him that what he wants in his life isn't really what he wants, but it's like he doesn't listen. Does that make sense? Because with the Eight of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. So it looks like he's in an energy of I'm taking charge of my life, of trying to make things better, improve my life. With the Wheel of Fortune, I hate to say, and the Eight of Cups in reverse, I feel like he holds on to a lot of resentment or something like that. Something about like resentment that he's holding on. It could be towards other people. It could be towards just his life. Nothing ever goes my way. Like if I want something, it's like it's always like hurt feelings, or he holds on to a lot of baggage. Rising Phoenix, this is very, it's almost like, oh, you think I couldn't succeed? Watch me. It's almost like a very vengeful, petty kind of energy. With the Wheel of Fortune, he's looking at you like a jackpot, like, oh, you could change my life around, or you can make my life better. It's almost like using you to stroke his own ego, or make himself feel better about his own life or his own situation. But he holds a lot of resentment. And I don't think it's towards you. I think it's towards someone else. Where he holds so much resentment, like I can do better than you, or look at I improved my life. But he's taking action of like, I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to make it better. With the World sideways and the Knight of Pentacles, is he not ending something? Is he single, Rising Phoenix? Because with the World sideways, he's thinking about like, I don't know, he's thinking about ending something but putting it on hold, or he's thinking about changing something and putting it on hold. With the Knight of Pentacles, I don't like this Knight of Pentacles because there's a devil standing next to like a woman holding a coin. So it's almost like there's, oh, and the devil is dropping money behind the woman. In other words, like, again, if he feels like you're Miss Moneybags, he might be like, oh, she can turn your life around financially or something. I don't know. There's something about his energy coming towards you, maybe looking for money or something. Let me see. I don't know why, but I feel like he's very stuck on money. Like he's very, very concerned about money, finances, maybe social standing. And it's kind of like taking my breath away. Almost like he's like, like losing like his energy because he's chasing after money or something. Like, oh, where can I go to get it? Or who can give it to me? Or how can I make it faster? Or I don't know. What's his problem? Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, he sees you as Miss Moneybags. Do you come from a very like wealthy background, or do you have a very like abundant career? Because with the Ten of Pentacles, all he cares about is money. I mean, literally, there's so much money everywhere. Like, all I feel like is their money. Because even with the Eight of Cups energy, it's like there are gold coins behind all the cups. Like, it's really crazy. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like he looks at you as being like a jackpot at the end of the rainbow. But with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords in reverse, he feels like you're very wealthy or abundant, or you come from money, or you have a lot to offer. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse, he doesn't want to end your connection. With the Lovers, the Chariot in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. What? Is he single or is he in a relationship? Because with the Lovers, the Chariot in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands, what is all this three energy? What's going on here? With the Lovers, I think I don't know if he's in a relationship. With the Chariot in reverse, so he's not coming towards you completely. Three of Pentacles, I don't know if he's trying to juggle the three of you, or or become friends with you, or try and think of building something with you before he takes in the future. With the Three of Wands, in the future. So it's 3-2-1. That might be an extra message for you from Spirit, but it looks like he's not moving forward with something romantic with you until he feels like there's something more that could happen between you in the future. Not right now, in the future. Like your possibility, like let's see if more can happen. Let's see what, I don't know. With the Nine of Swords in reverse, he has a lot of fear and anxiety about trying to not stop the connection. Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is under the Lovers. He's cheating on someone with you. This is not good. He's stabbing someone. He knows he's hurting a woman because the Three Swords are in a woman's back. And it's under the two, and it's under the Lovers. He is cheating on someone with you. Or he's talking to multiple people. But I think he's in a relationship because he's stabbing some woman in the Lover's energy in the back. With the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like, I think that he's trying to make a decision of what direction to go in. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, but he's not going to offer you commitment. Seven of Wands in reverse. He's very defensive. Six of Wands. He's trying to see if he can win you over. He's in this energy with the Six of Wands. If you tell me you're into me and you want to marry me, or you want to be with me and you give me attention, or I feel like, you're going to offer me a lot, like I'm coming towards you. I don't know. It's like this weird energy of, I want to see where this goes. It's almost like I want to either a replacement or to have you as a side chick. What is this? But how serious? I don't know. Could be talking to multiple. I think he's in a relationship with someone and he might be talking to multiple people. I don't think you are the only person in this person's energy. I do think he's in a relationship though, and he's thinking about I don't know if he's thinking about leaving it or having like a throuple or having like a I don't know. I don't know if he's thinking about like staying in his relationship and having side chicks or something. I don't know, because with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I don't see him giving you commitment. With the Seven of Wands in reverse, he's very defensive. Six of Wands, he wants to have success and he wants to have attention from you. I don't know if he's somebody who's seeking attention and validation. He's got some issues. Magician reverse, he's manipulative and selfish. The Magician reverse is under the Three of Swords and as well as the Lovers. So I feel like he is manipulating a woman. I don't know. Does that mean she knows? With the Magician reverse, the Moon, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Oh, Rising Phoenix. If I were you, I would run so fast. With the Magician reverse, he's manipulating and lying a woman that he's in a relationship or connection with. Or he's lying to you about that person. This is not a good person. With the Moon, he has secrets and fears of maybe a secret coming out. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, he doesn't know what he wants. Okay. Are you sure he's told her? Because I don't think she likes it if he did. Because with the Magician reverse, he manipulated her. So with the Magician reverse and the Moon, he's hiding something. He's a manipulative and selfish person. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, he's impulsive, has a bit of a bad temper. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what direction his life is going in. He doesn't know what direction he wants to go in with himself. I think there's a part of him who wants to hook up with multiple women or something. There is some part of him that's it's low vibration. With the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Hierophant in reverse. He's not going to marry you. If you feel like you're good, or if it's not marriage, it's not going to be like a traditional marriage. Because with the Six of Cups and Six of Pentacles, the Justice and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, he wants to, do you know if the person he's with, he's been friends with for a long time, or he's known since childhood, or they went to school together? Because he's hot and cold about this person. Because with the Six of Pentacles, I don't know if he feels like she's just a friend and we've known each other a long time, or like this energy of like, it feels more like a friendship. And with the Justice card and the Queen of Pentacles reverse and the Hierophant reverse and the Four of Pentacles, I don't know if she's like codependent, or he's looking for a woman who, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is very generous or just as materialistic as he is. Because he wants, like, it's weird because it's almost like this energy of I want my life to be balanced. And with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I would love a woman who's very generous or overwhelmingly like giving to me with the Hierophant in reverse, and maybe like a non-traditional type of marriage or connection with the Four of Pentacles and the Tower in reverse. But he's looking for someone who has a lot of stability or finances. Because with the Tower in reverse, he doesn't want to end a connection with you. Okay. Because he doesn't want to end a connection with you, but he also doesn't want to end the connection with his person. With the Strength in reverse, he's a weak person. He's a weak man. He is insecure. He needs a lot of external validation. With the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Wands, he thinks that you're either sad or lonely, or somebody who, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if he feels like you're gullible and easy to manipulate, but he just feels like you're either sad and lonely. And with the Eight of Wands, it's like he's trying to communicate with you. Queen of Wands, because he finds you to be very beautiful and like self-motivated. With the King of Cups and the Judgment in reversed, the Five of Wands and the Fool. Oh. So he likes you, Rising Phoenix. He likes you. He feels like you're more his type than the person that he's in a relationship with. With the Judgment in reverse, he feels like the person that he's in a relationship with isn't the right person for him, or won't provide him with what he's looking for. And with the Five of Wands and the Fool, he goes back and forth thinking like, should I just start a new relationship with Rising Phoenix and leave her? Or should I just keep both of them? He's torn. He doesn't know what to do. With the Two of Wands in reverse, he's taking a very long time to make a decision because he doesn't know what direction he wants to go in. He's like dragging it out for as long as he can. How far can I get with Rising Phoenix? Is this really going to go somewhere? If it's going to go somewhere, I'll stick around. If not, I'm leaving. With the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords reverse, and the Sun, he's going to continue messaging you and talking to you. Two of Pentacles and juggling you with his girlfriend. With a five, because literally this girlfriend aisle is straight up all I am cheating on her. I am manipulating her. I want to be fair and nice to her because she's been in my life a long time, but I'm weak. If I see a beautiful woman who has a lot going for herself, I really want to see what my potential is with her. Judgment in reverse. Maybe I'm making a mistake with her, or maybe I'm making a mistake with Rising Phoenix. I don't know. Two of Pentacles. I'm just going to juggle them around and see. I want to see, like, maybe if Rising Phoenix loses like interest in me and walks away, or if I can't control her, well then I'll let her go. But I don't really know how I feel about my person. I don't really know how Rising Phoenix feels about me. He's somebody who suffers like he's very insecure, but also he's somebody who doesn't know what he wants in his life. And I feel like maybe financially he's not doing so well, and he's just looking for, like, I hate to call you like a sugar mama, but like, or somebody who he doesn't have to like take care of. Does that make sense? Someone who's independent. Because with the Five of Swords reverse and the Sun, he's like, I don't know what makes me happy, but I'm afraid to like make Rising Phoenix unhappy because I want to trick her into pretending like she's happy with me, or the idea of me. Are you okay with being like a multiple wife or something, rising Phoenix. Because if he's in a relationship and he's talking to you and you're not into that, you know, he's going to cheat on you too. You know that, right? Because you're not going to be enough. His current girlfriend isn't enough. And you're not going to be enough. Because he'll get bored of you too. And then he's going to cheat on you too. Are you okay with that? Just a heads up. I mean, he's showing you who he is. But maybe you don't believe him? I don't know. With the 10 of Wands in reverse, he's taking initiative towards you with the 9 of Wands because he feels like life is really hard. And with the High Priestess, he doesn't know what direction his life is going in. 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles. He's continuously talking to you because he feels like you can help him financially. With the King of Swords, he's trying to plan for his future and trying to think about this more clearly of like, what do I want? I'm not thinking about love. I'm thinking about being logical. With the King of Pentacles, I like money. He's like, I like money. I care about my finances. With the Temperance in reversed, because my life isn't balanced or my money isn't balanced. 4 of Cups in reversed and the 8 of Pentacles. And you seem like you feel rejected by life. You know, you're alone, you're single, like you're looking for love. So why not? You can give that love to me. 8 of Pentacles, because you work. I don't know if his girlfriend doesn't work or he just feels like you have a job and you work and you feel lonely. You seem like you feel lonely or rejected or sad. Like he's taking, like, don't get me wrong, but it's almost like he's taking pity on you, but feeling like you're easy to take advantage of because he pities you. Does that make sense? It's diabolical. I don't know. It's like diabolical. Because with the Page of Wands, he likes to flirt. He sees opportunity in you. With the 7 of Cups in reverse, he sees clearly. With the Hermit in reverse, again, he's in a very selfish energy of like, you tick my boxes. You're pretty. You have a lot. You have a lot to offer. I don't mind talking to you. You know, you're a wealthy lady. You want to give to me? Okay, I'll take it. 10 of Cups in reversed and the 9 of Pentacles in reversed. So he feels like, you know, you're single. He also feels like you're unhappy or lonely or depressed or emotionally unfulfilled. With the 9 of Pentacles in reversed and the 8 of Swords, he's afraid of someone being financially codependent on him. So in other words, if you were to marry him, like, you would have to continue working because he doesn't want to have to take care of a woman. I know that sounds kind of horrible, but that's kind of like that. I told her I'm not that. Okay, well then you got to walk away from him. Because he's not, with the 8 of Swords and the 2 of Cups, he wants to be in a relationship with you. He thinks about you all the time. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, he's very immature, he's petty, he's Empress. He wants you to take care of him, Rising Phoenix. He looks at you as being like someone who's abundant, who has a lot to offer, who's either very wealthy or very motherly, and he's looking for that, for someone to take care of him, not for him to have to take care of. Underlying energy, with the Ace of Swords in reverse, he's not being honest with you about something. 5 of Cups, he's unhappy with his life. Wait. Knight of Swords, yep, he's unhappy with his life. Maybe he's unhappy and he feels guilty about the way he's treating his girlfriend. Or maybe he's unhappy with her. But it's almost like he feels like he has to mourn the loss of somebody. So it's either he's going to be sad he has to dump his person, or he's just sad and like trying to make himself feel better. But with the Knight of Swords reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse, I think he lied to his girlfriend. Because he's definitely cheating on her, and he knows it. Excuse me, hold on. Because of the Knight of Swords in reverse, he lied to his girlfriend. I think he lied to you. 3 of Cups in reverse, he's definitely cheating on his girlfriend. 2 of Swords, because he's trying to make a decision between you and her. With the King of Wands, he wants to take action to do what's best for him. With the 4 of Wands in reverse, the Devil, because he feels unstable right now. I don't know if he wants to move or he just feels unstable financially. That with the Devil, he feels trapped in his head about his connection with his girlfriend. I don't know if maybe he doesn't want to take care of her, or he feels like, oh, I don't want to be with her. I just feel like she's my friend. I don't feel romance towards her, but I feel some sort of, I don't even think he feels loyalty towards her. I hate to say it like that. I don't think you want a man like this, Rising Phoenix. With the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Swords, he's secretly talking to you behind her back. Nine of Cups in reverse, because he thinks that you're everything he could ever want, but there's some sort of like blockages and delays. Page of Swords in reverse, I don't know if he's been like looking you up or asking around about you, but he is spying on you. With the Queen of Swords, the Star in reverse, the Death in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Swords in reverse. Ugh, I don't know. It feels really uncomfortable here. Because he thinks that his girlfriend is an honest person. And she's gonna ask him to tell her the truth about something. And with the Star in reversed, you ultimately are going to be disappointed because he feels like you've lost hope in love, or you're single and you're lonely. And with the Death in reverse, it's like he doesn't want to change his situation. Like, he doesn't want to give up anyone. I think he wants to keep his friend or girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, around. And he wants to have you too. Ace of Cups is a new relationship. But with the Four of Swords in reverse, he has a lot of fear and anxiety about what to do. Because he knows he's not being honest with himself. I think he's not being honest with you. I don't think he's being honest with his girlfriend. Oh, Rising Phoenix, this just screams of karma. Ooh. It's up to you what you want to do, but that's what I see. It's not pretty. I mean, you saw how I was coughing, almost like get rid of the devil kind of thing. Like, it's not good. I mean, I think the longer that you stay in communication with him, the more trouble you're bringing to yourself. If I were you, I'd just cut him off. But it's your life. You do what you want. You learn your lessons the way you want to learn them. You live your life. Do what you want, okay? I can only show you what you ask me. Like, you asked a question, and I'm telling you how he thinks and feels, or his intentions. None of it's good. So you take what you will with it, okay? Three of Wands, he's trying to make plans for his future. Ten of Pentacles, he wants money. He wants a lot of abundance, stability, and money. So if he feels like you are a sugar mama or somebody who has a lot of wealth and abundance, he's interested, okay? Yeah, Four of Pentacles, looking for money. Three of Cups in reverse, willing to cheat to get it. Cheat on his woman. So he's lying to you, and he's lying to his girlfriend. Seven of Swords. No way! Seven of Swords just came out. He's lying. Star in reverse. He's just, because he feels like, it's in that energy of like, I feel like my life isn't happy, or I'm unhappy, and I want what I want. So it doesn't look good, hun. Okay? I hope I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation. And like I said, if I were you, I would run as far, as way as you can. This person, he is the Knight of Wands in reverse. He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know what his future looks like. All he cares about is money. And if he feels like you're easy, or you're lonely, or it's like he takes pity on you, okay? Pity in not the right way, because he feels like, oh, that sucks. You're lonely? Well, then let me take advantage of you because you're lonely. Because lonely people are easy to take advantage of, men and women. He goes, I can like you have money. Good. I mean, if you can make me wealthy, if you can make me look good, then yeah, why not? And if you're lonely, then you want to be with someone, I'll be with you. That's gross. Like, what? His energy is gross. And if I were you, I'd be very careful, okay? Be very careful. You deserve somebody who sees you as a prize because they value you as a person, who will stand by your side whether you have money or nothing. You know, in sickness and in health, he will be the first kind of person to run away and leave you behind. Does that make sense? You're welcome, hon. I wish you the best. Oh, the coughing gave it away because I was like choking on my own. Like, I was like, oh my goodness, no. Because he's not honest. There's nothing worse than a person who spews lies. Because if you start the relationship on a lie, I can assure you he will lie through you the entire relationship and even leave you in a lie. Does that make sense? Be careful. I will say, before I did your reading, I just saw darkness. Like, I just saw black. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. All right, Rosie. It is. It absolutely is. Reading on the area. Okay. I can try and see what I can get for you. Let me see. With the Ten of Swords and the Page of Cups, so Spirit is saying like you asked for an ending of some situation. It could be like working with that person, so it could be like there's an ending of some sort because you asked for it. You're welcome, Rising Phoenix. Good luck, hon. With the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Huh. What? With the Eight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So I feel like they're kind of torn as to where to send you, because they're like, how can we make it so that there's no interaction between Rosie and P? I feel like they're like, we're kind of stuck. What do we do? With the Page of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in reversed. Oh. Huh. Because they're kind of stuck because they only have positions or places available that will pay less. And they're like, I don't know if she's going to want to take something that's going to pay her less. They're like, that's the only thing they're finding right now. And they're like, I don't think she wants to hear that from us. Hold on. Let me see. Because that's why with the Eight of Swords coming out, they're like, oh, what do we do? We only have positions available that pay less. With the Judgment and the Chariot, they've made a decision to move you, okay? Yeah, but that's the thing. They're like, right now, they're torn because they tell themselves, what do we do? Because where do we move her? Everything that's available, it would pay less. They made a decision to move you or move someone. What's going on here? What's it gonna be like? They've made a decision, they've made some choices. Five of Cups in reverse, Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Wands reversed. You might be disappointed because there is some kind of energy of like, we don't know what to do because we're stressed out because we're trying to make you feel better, but there isn't anything available right now. Uh-oh. They're really struggling because they're like, we don't know, we need to move her because we need to make sure that Rosie's not unhappy. Oh, this is stressful. What do we do? Where do we move her to? There's nothing available. Hold on. It could be that, you know, they can't seem to find something to keep you two, like, from crossing paths. Does that make sense? It could be that everything that they run into, there's like a barrier of, oh, but then she's going to run into him during this time or during that. How can we make it so that they don't cross paths? There's nothing open. So I think they're like really confused of like how to reschedule or to how to change you so that you're away from each other because there's nothing open. And they're like, what do we do? Like, we need to move her like this. Then they're really stressed out about it. It might seem like they don't care, but they do. It's just that they're very stressed out because they're like, how can we alleviate her unhappiness without them crossing paths? But there's nothing available. I know, right? With the Death sideways and the Devil. So they are stuck in a hard place because they're like, we don't know if we can make the change immediately. Like they're struggling. They're like, we don't want to we don't want, I feel like they don't want to fire him, and that's the problem, because they don't want to let him go. But they're also struggling with the change because there's like nothing available, and they're just like, how are we going to do this? Yeah, I think that's a problem because they feel like, well, we can't, let's not let anyone leave or get fired, or, but how can we make it so that they aren't around each other, that they don't interact, they don't bump into each other? With the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Swords in reverse, they haven't made a decision yet, Rosie. They're like, we're looking, we're going to keep working on this, but we can't seem to figure something out. They're struggling to be able to find something for you. They're working on it, and they're just like, man, how do we do this? And it's not like they're not making the effort, they are, but they can't seem to find a way to make it work with the Hierophant sideways and the Six of Swords. So it's weird because it's like they don't want to give you a promotion. It's like, how can we make it so that it's like a lateral move and not a vertical one? Does that make sense? Because with the Hierophant sideways, can we do it without giving her like a higher position? With the Six of Swords, can we just transition to her like straight across and not up? So that's their problem right now, because they're like, how do we keep her in the same type of work or the same payment or the same like level without having smoothly without having any issues? Because they're like, there's no, it's either they don't want to give you a raise or a promotion, or it's some weird energy of like, how can we make this a lateral move and not a vertical move? They're working on it, Rosie. It's not like they're not working on it. They're definitely working on it. It's just that they can't seem to make it work. Because like I said, they said the only things that are available right now that would make it so that it'd be perfect for you, it's like they're positions that are below you. And they're like, I don't think she's going to be willing to take that. Because with the Knight of Pentacles reverse, the Knight of Swords reverse, the Justice, the Four of Swords reverse, the Four of Wands, and the Seven of Swords in reverse, they're going to reveal to you that, I don't know if someone's quitting or leaving, or they're about to fire somebody, whatever it is. There's somebody that, I don't know if there's somebody who's inconsistent at work, who doesn't show up all the time, or they're thinking about maybe letting him go or doing something about that person with a Justice in order to make it go your way. Or they might give you temporary positions to like work here and there in different areas. Whatever they are going to do, they're going to be like, we're going to give you something temporary, Rosie, for now, so that you don't have to deal with him, because we want to do what we said we were going to and keep you away from each other. Four of Swords in reverse, they're very stressed out because they feel like they can't seem to find something fast enough for you. With the Four of Wands, but they are in this energy of wanting to keep you. And with the Seven of Swords in reverse, they're going to they reveal to you there might be a temporary position that's going to be turning into something more permanent later, because maybe somebody's planning on leaving, or they're going to be moving to some other department or something. Whatever it is, they're going to do it in your favor, and you're going to be like, okay, that's fair. So whatever it is, there's something temporary coming up for you. That's going to keep you, again, on the same level, but not above. And they're going to reveal it to you probably this week. So sometime this week with the Seven of Swords in reverse, they are going to reveal it to you and tell you, listen, we don't have anything permanent right now, but can you work over here today for a couple of days, or somebody plans on leaving, or maybe we'll find something else, but we just need a little bit more time. So I do feel like they're going to give you temporary positions of either moving you to like another area, or shadowing someone, or whatever it is. Maybe someone's going to be out for the week or a couple days, or whatever it is. There's something temporary that they're going to give you until something more permanent, they can find something more permanent for you. Okay? You don't have to, Rosie. I think they're going to offer it to you. They're going to, because they've been working on this, and they're like, how we are going to follow the rules and make it happen for her. It's just, we're going to give you something temporary until something better opens up. Okay? So I do see some, they're going to give you communication this week about what their plans are, but they haven't found anything solid for you yet. Okay? What's your second question, hon? Because I see no solid decisions or no solid positions, because they're like, oh, unless someone leaves, you know, this so-and-so hasn't really been showing up consistently. Maybe we can downgrade them or move them to another department or something. They're still in this like trying to shift things so that you two don't have to interact, that you guys don't have to bump into each other. But it's like all the positions that are available, like I said, are below you, and they're kind of like, well, we want to give her like a lateral move, but we can't give her a promotion or give her something more, but maybe we can give her something temporary until something opens up. Because I feel like they're going to be investigating more into people coming in, who comes in, who doesn't, who's doing their job, who's not, who's inconsistent. I think they're trying to like move some things around or get rid of someone. So I do feel like they're like, let's give you something temporary for now, just so you don't have to deal with him or run into him. We're going to follow the rules and make sure there's nothing that happens where you guys are going to, where you're going to come against us and sue us for not like taking your claim seriously. Like, we're really going to work with you on this. Just give us a little bit more time, okay? Okay. Why are my cards like this? Oh. With the Ten of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Wands, so he's going to be giving you communication with like, it could even be very positive communication, because they don't want you to quit or leave. They're just like, okay, let's talk about something. What can we do to make things better, or how are things going to go? With the Two of Wands sideways, again, a full-on decision hasn't been made about something. I think they need more time. With the Four of Wands in reverse, about moving you maybe to another department or another section. With the Two of Wands sideways, so like we haven't found something or we need more time. But with the Four of Wands in reverse, they're going to be moving you to another position, or again, something maybe temporary. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse, they feel like, you know, you have been honest with us and told us that you're disappointed or unhappy about, and you don't want to work with with a person. So it's like he's gonna remind you that, you know, Rosie, I heard your complaint, or I've heard what you said. I'm trying to validate you. Okay, so I do feel like he's in that energy of wanting to talk to you. And saying that, you know, you were honest and you told us that one of your grievances is you don't want to work with this person, and we're going to try and make it happen for you. With the Judgment, we've made a decision. Ten of Wands in reverse, we've taken initiative. With the Star in reverse, we're going to give you what you want, but again, there's going to be some sort of delay, okay? So that keeps showing up of like there's some delay. He's just going to tell you like it could be that, you know, I don't have something permanent, but we're going to fulfill your wishes. We just need a little bit more time. Don't hold on to bitterness and unhappiness and speak out negativity, Rosie, because all of that comes back towards you times 10, okay? That's how karma works. Even when we're, understandably, you're upset, you're angry, but the negativity that we put into the universe always come back towards us. So if you make fun of people, say negative things about people, all of that comes back towards you. So be very careful of the words that you use and even the thoughts that you have. Yes, this person mistreated you. Yes, they did bad to you, but you've done something about it, right? You went and told HR and you said, listen, I don't want to work with this person because they did this, 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 and this, right? So now there's a solution that's coming, and all you can do is let it be up to them and stay on top of them and keep them accountable to take care of the situation, right? But don't continuously think or feel or say negative things about somebody who's mistreated you, because unfortunately all that negativity comes back towards you when you least expect it, because karma, she's a fickle little monster. You know, it's like she gives you good and she gives you bad, but if you're always in a negative energy, you carry around a dark cloud with you, and you have to be careful of that, because then you sometimes end up projecting that onto other people or bringing negativity into the lives of others. So be very, very careful, okay? Understandably, because of the lunar eclipse, there has been some, or solar eclipse, I guess you could say, there has been some energy of being very emotional and feeling like sometimes a little bit more negative, but again, try and be very careful of the words that you speak, okay, hun? And the thoughts that you have. Because like I said, I just want for everyone to progress through life in a very positive way and have a lot of really wonderful things come our way. But when we sit in negativity, it will only bring us more negativity. So free yourself of that energy, okay? Anything else? How's it gonna go? With the Six of Swords, I see it being smooth sailing for you. There is going to be some sort of transition with the Five of Pentacles at the bottom. You are going to be moved in either isolation or away from what you didn't want. With the King of Wands and the Seven of Cups in reverse, this person is also taking the initiative because they realize that they need to. It's like this person is going to be a boss. This M person is going to be like, you know, I've made sure that this and that is going to happen. I realize I have to take initiative and do something about it for you, so I'm going to do that for you. So this person is very serious about taking action, like immediately. Like he's not messing around. He's like, all right, let's take care of this. We're going to do it like this, like this, like this. So I feel like it's going to be positive because typically somebody who's like a mover is going to make things happen. And he knows, I've heard, you've been honest, I've heard what you said. You're disappointed and unhappy and you don't want to work with this person. You're not going to work with this person. I'm going to make sure of it, you know, and I'm doing what I can to move you into something better. It's going to take a little bit more time, maybe for something more permanent, but I want you to feel comfortable and I want you to feel okay. So I do feel like he's looking out for your best interest. With the Queen of Swords sideways and the Three of Wands, there's something in his energy though of, I don't know if there's a woman. I don't know if there's a woman's department that you're going into, or there's like a boss. I don't know if there's a female boss that's not very friendly. I don't know if she's ever hurt you, made you feel bad, or she's just not somebody who's very nice. With the Queen of Swords sideways and the Three of Wands, I don't know. It's like this weird energy of she's not somebody who says nice things about people. I don't know if she's made some comments about you. With the Three of Wands coming out at the bottom, and he's trying to make it so that maybe you can avoid her too, or he's taking her words into consideration and he doesn't know if he really believes her. There's some strange energy of some other woman, like she's like a boss or a manager or something that he's thinking about. And with the Three of Wands, it could be maybe she's the one who's delaying the process of where to move you, or it very well could be that he's taking like something that she said into consideration. I know, hon. Rosie, of course. But don't hold on. I'm just saying, don't hold on to negativity only because you draw that back towards you, okay? Because what we set our minds to, what we focus on is what we manifest. In other words, if you're always afraid of leaving your home because you feel like something bad is going to happen to you, like people who are agoraphobic, it's like the moment they leave their house, it's like something bad is going to happen. Like it pours down hail on them or something. Do you know what I mean? It's like the fears will come to reality because you're manifesting it, or the negativity that you hold on to will manifest. And that's why I say, try not to hold on to negativity. Because you're getting a solution to try and fix it. But I do feel like there's some woman involved, like I said, that might have spoken with the HR manager. Maybe he had to ask questions or investigate. And with the Three of Wands, it very well could be she said, maybe in the future there's something that might open up, but I'm not sure. And he doesn't know if he can believe her because he's like, well, if she's not sure, then why would she bring it up? That kind of thing. So maybe she told him like, yeah, maybe if you wait a few weeks or something, something will open up. I don't know why he sees her like this. It very well could be. Because she might have told him, yeah, there might be something that opens up in a few weeks, but I don't know if it's fully open. And he's just like, yeah, why would you tell me information if you don't know for sure? Do you know what I mean? So I think that he's like, maybe I have to investigate what that lady's talking about, and then I'll let you know. But with the Six of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, okay, so he might give you like some bad news with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse about changing either your shift or your department or whatever. Kind of like, I don't think he wants to give you bad news. I think it's just what he tells you. He's like, this is what we have available, Rosie. It could be a change in your shift or like a change in your department, but it's temporary. And again, with the Six of Wands in reverse, I think he's like, you know, this is, it's probably not what you want to hear, but this is what I have available if you're okay with it. So I think you're going to have a sit-down conversation. I think he might give you some offers. And with the Fool and the Temperance in reverse, he said like this is something new for you. It's like but with the Temperance in reverse, I don't know if it's going to like mess with your time or stability or something. You might be like, I don't like this, I don't want to do it. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to be honest, okay? But with the King of Cups in reverse and the High Priestess, he's worried about telling you because he's afraid that you're going to be like, oh, I feel like she's not going to like what I have to offer. So he's a little bit worried because he's like, I don't know if you're not going to like this. With the Nine of Cups and the Lovers in reverse. So he's also saying, I want to make your wish come true. He's going to still have this conversation. So basically, like, how do you feel about this? I think he's going to give you some options or some ideas that he's come up with. And he's like, I'm going to do what I can to make you happy. I don't think that, you know, I want to make you happy. I don't know if this is a perfect fit for you. How do you feel about that? Kind of like, how do you feel about this one? How do you feel about this one? This is what we have available, but is this okay with you? That kind of thing. I think he wants to really like ask you questions and figure out what works best for you and what you're looking for. I don't see it as being negative. I just see it as something like, I'm trying to accommodate to you. I don't know how best to do it. Does that make sense? Like, this is what we have. How can we make it better for you? So I think that he's going to try and work with you with the Five of Swords in reversed and the Moon. Also an energy of, again, I don't know how long it's going to take. Ace of Swords and the Page of Cups. And honestly, what's going to make you happy? So he's going to pick your brain and ask you questions. I want to accommodate to you, Rosie. How is this going to work for you? Like, if this is available now, you would be changing your shift. Is that okay? Or the time or something. He's like, this is what we have right now. Is this okay? If this isn't okay, is this okay? Like, I think he's just going to be giving you like different like potentials of things that you can take to work within your schedule. Okay. Maybe the thing is that they're looking at anything that's available, Rosie. They're looking at whatever is available. You can ask him if, you know, what if we did it like this, you know, but as of right now, they're like, he has been taking the initiative to look at everything that's possible, that's available, and giving an offering up to you what they have. You might be able to ask them, you know, what if I did this? And they might consider it. He wants to know what would make you happy. You know, would any of these available help you, or would any of these accommodate to you and make you feel fulfilled? If they would, you know, then it's yours. That kind of thing. Okay. But if you're like, I don't like any of that, because he's afraid that you're not going to like any of it. And with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Cups, he's like, well, if you don't like any of it, then what would be best for you? Or tell me how you feel like things would improve. So I think he's going to be very accommodating towards you to as far as he can go, but he is limited in what he's able to give you. Okay. He might even tell you, oh, if you want that, you might have to wait until somebody leaves or something happens where the position comes available. And there might be like a waiting game. Does that make sense? I think he's just going to show you what we have. Like, this is what we've looked up, and this is what I found that's available, and these are the, you know, this is what I can work with within my limitations, but this is what I have. So, like I said, I think that he's going to be trying to be very accommodating towards you and give you options, and he's probably like, I don't know if you're going to like any of them, but how can we work with you? Like, let me know. So I feel like he wants to literally get your input. Okay. I don't know, with the Empress reverse, Six of Pentacles reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. Again, he is a little bit suspicious of you, Rosie. There's this thing where he's afraid, like, I just don't want you to sue us. And I just don't want to upset you to the point where you feel like you want to leave, or, you know, you're going to come after us with like a lawsuit. So again, he is doing everything he possibly can to make you happy. Okay. So let him know, like when you go to the meeting and he sits down and talks to you and shows you what's available and, you know, how he can accommodate to you. If there's something else that if you don't like anything he has to offer, you can give them a proposal, but it's not guaranteed because, like I said, he took the initiative to look through and work with the other, I guess, managers and looking at the different departments or positions and did the best that he could as of right now, okay? Because he's trying to transition you quickly and it's the best that he can do, okay? So it's up to you what you want to decide to do at the meeting when he presents them to you, if you want to take any of them, if you don't. But like I said, he wants to be very accommodating towards you and trying to be very careful of not following through with what they offered, okay? Let me know how things go, okay, hon? I hope I was able to help you in some way, and thank you for being here. I feel like it's going to be a little bit tricky until they can, like, really just get rid of some people, or someone decides to quit, or somebody, like, is expendable. I hate to say it like that. Like, maybe they are late all the time, or they don't show up, and they're like, well, if we let them go, then we can move her over here, that kind of thing. But that's what they're really looking into. They want to try to accommodate to you as fast as possible, and they're just giving you what they have available at this time, okay? The thing is that with the death sideways, when I asked earlier in the previous reading, it shows that they're not trying to make too big of changes. I think that they would like to try and move P, but because I don't know if he holds a position above you, but they're trying to like keep it so that you two don't interact. If there's nothing that they can provide you where you have to move, they might consider moving him. But they're trying to keep him where he's at and move you, because that would be easier. Does that make sense? Because if he's a manager of a certain position, sometimes it's easier to move the employee that's below them, that's subordinate, to a manager. Does that make sense? Because he has to oversee certain people, and if they were to move him, he can't oversee those people, and then all the managers have to, not just him have to change, all the managers would have to change. Does that make sense? So it's easier to move you than it would be to move him, if that makes sense. But if worse comes to worse, if there's nothing else that they can do, they might consider moving him, but for them it's easier to move you, okay? Good luck, hon. Let me know how things go, okay? And I hope that they are able to find a solution for you that's going to work for you, even if it's temporary, just to get you away from him, and that something better, more permanent comes along, okay? Good luck, hon, and I wish the best for you, okay? Stay positive, and, you know, hopefully something better will come along, or maybe a position will open up that's going to give you more, okay? That's worth your value. Oh, don't shut down my computer. Sorry. I was like, oh no, what is that? You're welcome. Kaiser, you are next. Did you still want the question from yesterday, hon? Let me see. Am I nasally? Okay, I got it. I think. Was it? You said if you have spirit guides, what do they want you to know about your connection with your Pisces, and anything else you should know? We all have spirit guides, believe it or not. Most of the time it's people that know you, love you, could be past loved ones, it could be your friends, family, and even could, sometimes they're ethereal beings, and angels and whatnot, but most of the time it's people that you know, because they're the ones who are rooting for you, they're the ones who have your back in the spirit realm, and they're the ones who put a lot of focus and energy and attention in trying to get to you what you want and desire in your life. Let me see what Spirit has to say for you between you and Pisces. seeing as I don't know you or any of you. Like, I don't think any of the, I have the answers myself within me to know anything about you without their help. So for me, they do exist and they do help, but they typically come to me to let you have messages of what you need to know. So in your eyes, Spirit says in your eyes, you feel like this could be the one. You feel like she's the kind of person that you want to be with. And Spirit is saying, like, this is how you feel. Like, they know that this is why you can't let go of her. Could you tell yourself, oh my gosh, she's great. She's like everything that I could be looking for. Is she though? Is she? Because sometimes that's your vibration of what you feel like you deserve. Because either you don't love yourself or you're in a lower vibration. But in your mind, Spirit is saying, we see that you think that this could be the one. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. It's because you feel a connection with her, because you feel like you know her. There's a part of you where it's like, I feel like there's something else there. And that's what keeps you attached to her energy, because it's like you once had a past life relationship. It could be that you were neighbors in a past life, you were lovers in a past life, you were brother and sister, mother, son, father, daughter, like whatever it is, there was some sort of a past life connection where you feel familiar in her energy. But in her energy, in the reverse, Spirit is saying healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. She needs to work on healing her own energy within her life, whether it's her relationship with her parents, whether it's forgiving herself, whether it's forgiving other energies like in her life that have hurt her on an emotional level. She needs to heal her energy. She's got some personal issues. Let me see. It could be that you came into her life to help her trigger the start, or, you know, create that energy of starting the process of trying to better herself. Ooh. You know, I got this last time for you and it came out again with the storm turmoils coming ahead. So I feel like there's she's either getting a tower moment or there's a lot of stress or big things coming her way because she's been behind on her own self-growth and healing. I feel like there's something big coming her way. And it, like I said, it came out before. Also, divine timing, believe in the right timing. I think for her too, there's a lot of energy of divine timing at play where things aren't happening for her in her life because she's not introspecting, self-reflecting, healing parts of herself, finding love within herself. You might be the catalyst of her start to it. Also, with both of you, with spiritual awakening and realizations coming out sideways, you're both going through a spiritual awakening where she's starting to recognize that, hey, I don't really like my life the way that it is, or I don't like the relationships that I connect with, or there's some sort of connection. Like I said, because you have a past life relationship, it could be that you have literally triggered something within one another, and that's why for you, you feel like a deep connection with her, but for her, she's just like, oh, why aren't things happening for me in my life? How can I get things to work out for me? Or how can I improve or change my life? I think maybe she's only been looking in a very surface level aspect of her life and she hasn't really gone deep within to help fix herself. So she's kind of trapped in a kind of like a limbo in her life. Maybe she feels like she's plateaued a bit, but I feel like there has been a spiritual awakening in the both of you, maybe because of you two meeting or bumping into each other. Anything else? Okay. That's a lot, Spirit. Will you relax? Okay. And also for her, she's not very honest with herself. I think she's not honest with other people. I think she, I don't know, she's the type of person where she just kind of like tells herself lies about who she is, like, oh, I'm not good enough, or, you know, no one's ever going to really love you, or every man you meet is going to betray you, or people only want you for one thing. Whatever it is, she's not very honest with herself of who she is. I think she wears a mask. I think she feeds herself lies about what people's intentions are towards her. I think for you also in the upright, these are for you. after you met her, I don't know if you guys connected through music, but there's some sort of connection between the two of you where you feel inspiration, maybe because you have a connection with music between the two. I don't know if you like listening to music together, or you enjoy certain types of music, or if you went to concerts together. Whatever it is, there's some sort of a connection that you have, and it kind of inspires you. Also, you're in this energy where you're trying to make changes in your life, okay? You're telling yourself, you know what, I'm ready for love. I want to be in love again. Because with making changes on this card, there is a big heart on a window with a lot of rain. So I feel like you went through a very painful emotional period in your life. Very well could be your divorce. And it even could be just love in general. Maybe you told yourself, like, God, I don't know if I'm ever going to find love again or want to love again. And then one day you decided, you know what, I do. I want to love. I've been through love. It sucked, but I'd like to love. And also there's a part of you have to work on your self-esteem and your insecurities. It very well could be that you can be very hard on yourself and feeling like, I don't know if anyone can ever love me. And I feel like there's a part of you that feels very insecure about what you have to offer, what somebody will love you for, or if you're lovable. And I think that these are all things that come to the surface because you've awakened one another in that way. I don't know how long it's been since you've been divorced, but I feel like there's been a very heavy and deep cloud within you internally and in your mind that has kind of like blurred your vision or created fog when it comes to love. Almost like, I don't know if you shut off your heart for some time, and you're just wanting to reopen it, and maybe she ignited something within you, but I feel like there has been like a desire deep within where you felt like, I really want to connect with someone and I want to fall in love again. I want to believe that it's real or that it can happen again. Okay? So I feel like there is something within this, I don't know if it's like her so much as it's your desire to want to love. Because sometimes your own personal desires, you could tell yourself that this person is perfect for you because you're either very attracted to them or because you're just like, no, I really want to be in a relationship. And, you know, she and I have had multiple conversations and I feel like we're good and we can keep this going. You know, but you have to realize, get to know the person for who they are and believe the person that they are. The person that they show you that they are, believe them. Because there's something deep within her that's very broken. And I feel like you sense that about yourself as well. Like there's a broken part of me. And meeting her and conversing with her has been making me want to, how do you put it, go deep within and kind of dissect it, go through it, feel it, whatnot. And I feel like she might give you some tingles, some bits of inspiration, and it's pushing you forward. And there is like a very heavy energy of there's mystery in her that keeps you very attracted. Like, I don't know if you feel like I could fix her, or we could heal each other, or like, I don't understand her. I want to. Maybe it'll help me understand myself more. I don't know. I feel like there's like a self-discovery that's going on within you when it comes to her that it makes you so attracted to her. I don't know how to put it to make it make sense. Like, I don't know. There's like this. So in my mind, in my energy, what I see is like wavelengths. Okay. You know, like wavelengths of like radio waves or even like an EKG machine, that kind of thing. There's some energy of your wavelengths coming together and colliding. And then it almost like flatlining for a bit. And then like ticking and beating and waving again. It's really weird. It's almost like you guys were like wandering aimlessly and then you bumped into each other and then it's like, wait, what's happening? So it's hard for her to let you go and it's hard for you to let her go because it's almost like you were aimlessly wandering and bumped into each other. It's a really weird kind of energy of like I think you triggered something within each other. It's like the image, the feelings, the motions, the movements. It's very like up and down though. So I don't see this as being a very smooth connection. I see it as being something that's very volatile. I hate to say it like that, but that's what I see. Let me see what else I can get for you. Hello, pretty girly. Where did you donate, hon? I don't see it. Hold on. Or I didn't get a notification for it. Hold on. Let me see. Let me click on them and see. No. No. Are you sure you sent it to me, hon? I don't see you, hon. Where did you donate? Okay. Now, Kaiser D, let me go and see with tarot. Okay. What do you want him to know about his connection? Is there anything you want him to know? With the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups, you need to make a decision. Spirit says that you have to make a big life-changing decision, or you got to make some serious decisions with the Seven of Cups at the bottom about your confusion. Like, if you are confused, if you are kind of like, what's going on, Spirit's like, you have to clear your mind and make a choice of what you want to do, because you're in a state of flux, of confusion, of not really knowing what direction to go in or what to think or what to do, and this is keeping you in a very strange kind of place, kind of like just in limbo. What do you want him to know? With the Eight of Cups, you need to release anything from the past that's been hindering you. Let go of any sort of baggage, emotional pain. Be open to love, but do it the right way. In other words, don't hold on to the hang-ups that have happened to you in the past. If people have hurt you, patterns, whatnot, see people for who they are. Have more clarity of who you are as a person and what you deserve and what you want. With the Wheel of Fortune, because Spirit feels like they're behind you. They're like, you're ready to move forward with your life and make better decisions for yourself and see things more clearly in life, but you're also ready to move on and progress to find love. I think there has been a lot of walking away from pain. I think there has been a lot of moving forward in your life, and because you've been spiritually awakened, it's probably what drew you to tarot as well, because you feel like there's something more, there's something hidden that you're not certain about. I mean, it also helps that you're a Scorpio. A lot of Scorpios are very much into the occult, but there's something very hidden or deep down. I feel like that you've been having conversations with Spirit, or they've been connecting. I don't know if you've been feeling, sensing something. Like, I don't know if you've been having dreams, or you've been seeing signs, or they're just something. You might even be hearing things, because when I was very little, I would hear things, I would see things, like they were unbelievable to me, and I was like, am I crazy? And then I'd even have dreams too of things that, like, and lots of deja vu, and I was just like, I don't know what's happening. So I don't know if you've been feeling that, or you've been going through that for a good portion of your life, and you're finally like, oh my God, that must really mean something, you know? I feel like it's starting to click for you, and I feel like Spirit's like, yeah, we've been here this whole time. And, you know, sometimes you listen to us and sometimes you don't. And I feel like they're like, you know what, if you can clear your energy, you can hear us better yourself. And if I can help you get on that journey, I absolutely will, you know, because I'm here for you. I want you to be able to connect with your intuition and with Spirit and be able to make really good decisions for yourself in your life that's going to improve your life, okay? Because that's the most important part of our journey on this planet as humans in the 3D. With the Page of Swords sideways and the Chariot in reverse, you have a tendency of keeping yourself from moving forward because you want to know all the answers before you actually, it's almost like a fear of insecurity that you hold within you, where it very well could be with the Page of Swords sideways. I don't know if it's like you're always looking for answers, before you take steps forward. Because with the Chariot in reverse, you don't like to make decisions, or like it's almost like you don't like to take risks. You always want to dig deep, find answers. I don't know if you've been going on her social media, looking at her social media, trying to figure out information about her, like eavesdropping on conversations that she's been having with other people to figure out what she's been up to, what she's doing. Whatever it is, Spirit is saying, don't be afraid or shy to ask someone, talk to someone, get to know them. You don't have to know all the answers, or you don't have to be 100% sure or 1,000% sure. You just need to take action based on how you feel, because Spirit is saying we're with you. Like, you sense something, you feel something, don't be afraid. But also, when a person shows you who they are, believe them, okay? Because it just means they're not ready for you at this time, okay? And if she has rejected you, don't take it as like, oh, it's the end of the world. Don't think of it like that. Be like, she's just not ready for it. And so if you're ready, then you move on to somebody else. Does that make sense? Don't wait on a person, because you're putting your energy towards her. You're putting your energy, which is and your time, right? And that's something that you can never get back. You know, it's like you're almost like wasting it on a person who isn't giving you their time. So don't do that to yourself. Don't ever wait for someone. Just keep moving your life forward. And you don't have to move on to look for another relationship if you don't want to. You can always like focus on yourself, like hobbies, interests, and other things. Maybe you have a do-it-yourself kind of like fix something around your place or change something. Whatever it is, focus on you, okay? And with the World card and the Four of Swords in reverse, so you don't sleep at night and you don't take care of yourself because you're on the internet too much. Are you on the internet too much, Kaiser? Because with the World card, Spirit is saying you have to learn your lessons. But it's like instead you kind of like cloud your own judgment with a lot of confusion, because you're always looking at what else is out there. I think that you might be, again, on the internet a lot, looking at, I don't know if you've been looking at the lives of others on social media. Like kind of like, oh, well, so many people have so much going on in their lives, and I don't know, it's almost, the World card on this, it looks like a technicolor, like hyper neon colored dream or something. It's almost like, and it's weird, it looks like wavelengths as well, but there's a lot going on here where you're always busy. And with the Four of Swords in reverse, you don't sleep at night, you don't take care of yourself, you're not calming your energy, and you're not helping yourself. In other words, you're driving yourself crazy, okay? But that's also spying, Kaiser. A lot of people don't understand that tarot is spying, believe it or not. And that is being on the internet too much, too, because you're not learning your lessons, you're driving yourself crazy. That's what a lot of people don't realize, that because when you're peering into the lives of others without their permission or without them knowing, it's spying, right? Because she doesn't know that you're like out there getting information about her, that kind of thing. That's spying. Even if you were to look at someone else's social media, that's you looking into their lives without them knowing, right? Because they don't know that you were looking at their social media. Right? It's the same thing. And with the World card and the Four of Swords in reverse, because you're online so much, you are creating more confusion for yourself, and also you're staying up late at night and you're not really taking care of yourself, and you're creating a lot of like instability within yourself. So you got to be very careful of that. And Spirit sees everything, okay? Because I don't know anything about you. I couldn't know any of this stuff, you know? It's that energy of Spirit trying to say, we watch you, we see what you're doing, we try to lead you down the right path, we're trying to lead you in the right direction, but you have to make a choice of whether or not you want to take that step or not, because Spirit can't force you to do anything. Sometimes they try, but a lot of us won't listen because we're not in tune with our intuition, okay? When there's something dangerous, sometimes you get that gut feeling of, oh, don't do it, right? It's that same energy. That's Spirit trying to help guide you. It's almost like that. I always tell people, when you meet someone and you feel lots of butterflies, that's kind of like that, or uncomfortable or unease. That's like Spirit's way of trying to tell you to run, you know? Because when you feel comfortable and at home with a person, that means that person is meant for you. Because you feel comfortable. But some people feel like, oh no, I have to have butterflies, I have to have tingles, or I have to have that like fiery feeling. It's like, no, that's usually a feeling that that person's going to mistreat you or leave you, or, you know, or they're not settled in their own energy. right? Because with the Queen of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Wands, Spirit is saying that you are just very attracted to this person, but this woman is not stable. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, she's either high maintenance or she's manipulative, selfish. She might be somebody who is very materialistic. She might be a gold digger. She is not in her highest vibration. But with the Ace of Wands at the bottom, you are very sexually attracted to her. With the Hermit in reversed and the Three of Swords in reversed, Spirit is also saying it's like this energy of, I don't know if you feel like if you get with her, she's going to heal those broken parts of your life or your heart, with the Hermit in reverse, but you're actually coming towards her, or you see her from a very superficial perspective, where you're looking at her like, oh, she's so pretty. Or it's like, it's not deep. I think in your mind you make it deeper than it is, but it's not, okay? But it's up to you to make that decision, because a lot of people will fall for a person based on looks more than personality. I feel like you see this, you see the negatives of her. It's like you live in, like, I hate to say rose-colored glasses, but it's almost like the energy of, like, because you're so attracted to her, you're willing to overlook her flaws. And the flaws are very real, and they're very present, but you don't see it. Or, like, you're ignoring it. Does that make sense? Pretty girl, where did you donate, hun? Because I checked all of the different apps, and I don't see a donation. With the Knight of Pentacles in reversed and the Knight of Swords at the bottom, I do also see that this connection isn't moving forward. I'll check one more time, pretty girl, but I didn't see one, hun. PayPal. I didn't get it. Check again on PayPal and see if you sent it to me, or if it went through on your end, because it hasn't come to me yet, hon. But with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords, there is this energy of you wanting to move this forward, but Spirit is saying that it's not going to be moving forward, at least not right now. Anything else? What else does it need to know about this connection? And Jess, you can post your question too. And it's 432 for you, Kaiser Domingo. That might be an extra message for you from Spirit. But with the Queen of Swords, the Four of Wands reversed, the Six of Swords reversed, and the Justice card at the bottom. So she's in this energy of trying to plan for her future. She's looking at connections more logically than emotionally. She's like, what's going to benefit me the most? I think that for her too, she's like, I've been hurt in the past, so I'm careful who I let in. I want to plan for my future properly. I'm trying to be very logical in my decisions when it comes to connections. I don't mind talking to people, but I don't know about serving over my heart. With the Four of Wands in reverse, she's in the energy of, I'm not very stable. I'm not looking for something serious and stable right now. Six of Swords in reverse, my life is very chaotic. I don't really know what I want. With the Justice card at the bottom, I do think that she's in an energy of, like, I'm willing to be your friend and give you, like, fair connection or communication and be nice to you, but I myself don't know what I want, or I'm trying to make a better life for myself. So again, I don't see her as having, like, future potential at this time and within the next 2 to 3 months. With the Five of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel like you might be a little bit depressed with the Five of Cups in reverse. I don't know if you know this about yourself or if you do know it about yourself, but with the Five of Cups in reverse, you might be a bit depressed, okay? I don't know how long it's been going on. I feel like it has been going on for some times. And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, you're not very stable within yourself, whether it's financially, mentally, emotionally, psychologically. And because of this, it makes you very insecure. I think your emotions have overwhelmed you to the point of making you very insecure, and also maybe potentially even putting you in a position where you are a bit codependent. In other words, it's like, if this woman was in my life, I feel like so many things would improve for me. I feel like my life would change, you know? And a lot of times they do say that when a man has a really great woman beside him, he wants he's motivated to want more, to do more. You know, the card of inspiration came out for you. So I feel like having her attention, or her like giving you her energy, makes you feel inspired and motivated to want more and do more for yourself. But I feel like right now, I think it's best for you to really focus on healing your own energy of any kind of depression or sadness. With the Six of Wands in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, I don't see this connection moving too far forward, Kaiser. At the end of the day, with the Six of Wands in reverse, I think ultimately you're going to feel a little bit defeated, because the connection is going to grow increasingly inconsistent, where she might stop putting an effort altogether. With the Six of Pentacles in reverse, maybe just breadcrumb you, okay? So I would be very careful if I were you. I don't see this connection going somewhere like romantic anytime soon, especially not for the next 2 to 3 months. I don't see her energy coming towards you with any level of consistency. I think Spirit wants you to focus on you and step aside and away from this person. And every time that happens, she might come towards you, but I can assure you that believe her for the person that she shows you who she is, because her energy right now is not coming towards you or a relationship. Unless, like I said, she happens upon some really, like, how do you put it? I hate to say it, but some really like big shot who came along and was like giving her a ton of attention. She might be like, ooh, I'll play. But her energy isn't even towards that. Like, she's just like, how can I make my life better? What's best for me in my future? She's really on like this me kind of energy. I don't see her like extending that to anybody. But like I said, she's willing to be a friend to you if you want to be friends. But if you want to try and change that, she's not up for it. And I've been streaming for 2 hours and 2 minutes, so it is an energy of her wanting a lot of change, okay? But again, Five of Pentacles in reverse, the Tower, and the Death card. Ooh. I don't know if you guys work together. I don't know if she's going to say that she's quitting or leaving, but there's some sort of change coming. Okay, I don't know that you're going to like it. With the Tower and the Death card, I see a change coming. She might be quitting and leaving. I don't know if she's going to be, she found another job or she's moving, but there's some energy in her where she's like going to say that there's some ending. Page of Pentacles, the Sun, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles reverse. It could be about work. I don't know if she's going to be like switching positions, departments, or just a different job in general, but she seems happy about it. But I don't see you two working together anymore. So I do see that there is some ending coming, where, like I said, I don't know if she's going to be quitting and leaving, or there's some change. Some big change is coming, okay? I hope I was able to help you in some way, Kaiser, okay? I wish you the very best of luck, and don't stress out so much about her. Focus on you and finding what makes you happy. That's not her, okay? Because like I said, her energy is not coming towards you at this time or even in the near future, okay? Good luck, hon. And like I said, you might have re-met each other to help each other, trigger each other on a better path in your life, or to overcome some of the trauma or things that happened in your past, okay? You're welcome. Okay, let me see, Jess. Energy is Sue. For some reason, I get very serious energy from Sue. I would do the Rider Waite. She always gives like a serious kind of energy, like stern or something. Let me see.
pretty girl, I'm so sorry, hon, but I don't see a payment from you. Like I said, go back into PayPal and check, because I haven't got any notifications, and even when I log into the account, I don't see anything from you. I only have 2 donations, and they're on my list, hun. Okay? Make sure that you sent it to the right person, because you didn't send it to me. Alright. Let's see. And Zazu, you can post your question too. I'll do you right after Jess. With the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Swords in reverse. Huh. She feels like you might have gotten a new job or a new offer somewhere, and that you are trying to play head games with her or something. I don't know. She feels kind of like, oh, you must have found something better and you don't want to tell me, or something like that. It's like kind of like short and cutting. Kind of like, are you trying to like, I don't want to say undermine, but it's almost like an energy. She feels like you're trying to like pull something over her head or something. Because with the Six of Swords and the Empress, she thinks that you're leaving because you found a better position, that you found something that's going to give you more abundance. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, she's telling herself that you found a better job that pays you more money, and that's why you're leaving. So whether you've told her that or not, she's in that energy of like, oh, I guess she found a better job. Oh, I guess she found more money. I guess that's what she's doing. Like, I guess she doesn't want to tell me or something. She just feels like you're maybe hiding something, or like withholding information, that you must be getting like a higher paying job. With the Four of Cups reversed, the Judgment reversed, the King of Cups, the Two of Swords, and the Knight of Wands in reversed. So she feels like, she feels very rejected by you. She feels like you were very critical of her. And with the King of Cups and Two of Swords, I don't know. She sees you like in a very masculine energy right now for some reason. I don't know, she like talked to her husband about it, like, oh, I feel like Jess hates me, and oh, I feel like she like says bad things about me or thinks really badly about me. And with the Two of Swords, it's like she feels like you made a decision about your hatred towards her to leave. I don't know, I think she's being very like self-critical, because I don't know, it's like this weird energy. She feels very rejected. And with the Knight of Wands in reverse, she felt like you made a decision to leave even quicker or impulsively because you hate her. So she almost feels like she's the reason why you're quitting and leaving. Like, oh, she hates me so much, and gosh, I mean, I bet that's why she's quitting so fast. Like, she made this decision so impulsively. She thought that maybe she was the reason that you're leaving. Yeah, you might have found a better job, but I mean, I felt like you did it so fast, or you went hunting so fast because of me. Because with the World in reverse and the King of Pentacles, I think she thinks that, you know, if you had a man in your life, or if you had somebody, like a husband or a boy or a wealthy boyfriend, that you would stay. That you would just put up with her and that you would stay. With the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords reversed, and the Two of Wands, and it's 444. That might be an extra message for you from Spirit, but Sue genuinely feels like that you found something different or something better, and that's why you've impulsively and quickly like decided to leave. Like, oh, I found out this job's gonna pay me more, I'm out, bye. Like, because she doesn't think you would leave otherwise. Because she thinks also that you'd be willing to put up with her if you had like a sugar daddy in your life, or if you had a man like in your life, that you would just put up with the crap and just continue staying there. Because with the Nine of Cups, the Lovers, the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Cups in reversed, she also has been gossiping a lot about you with other teachers of like, with the Nine of Cups, the Lovers, the Five of Swords, the Three of Cups reversed, and the Queen of Cups in reverse, she feels like you're very sad, depressed, unhappy, disappointed, and that you wish to be in a relationship, but you're not. And the ladies feel like, I don't know if they like have conversations about you, about like, you know, she was in a happy relationship. I bet you like she would be more like want to stay in the job because she wouldn't have to worry about money and that kind of thing. It's like weird that, I don't know why she wants to mix all that in, but I do think that there is like conversation about it. With the Wheel of Fortune reverse, the Six of Wands, the Hermit, and the Six of Cups, she also feels like, you know, if you had stayed longer, that maybe it would have been very difficult for her. So with the Six of Wands and the Hermit, she feels like maybe at the end of the day, this is good news that you're leaving, because you're somebody who likes to be alone. That you, with the Six of Cups at the bottom, it's like you made it, she can be friends with her friends again, and, you know, it can be more peaceful for her. Does that make sense? Almost like the energy of like, oh, it's a shame that you're leaving. It kind of sucks, but it might actually be good for me because, you know, it's like you're somebody who likes to do things by yourself. You're on your own, and, you know, now I can be friends with my friends again. That kind of energy. It's almost like maybe she felt like you came between her and her friends or something, and she feels like, oh, well, I guess maybe it is good news. I mean, like, yeah, it's gonna suck because maybe she's like, I have to, you know, train someone new, or, you know, do other things, start over, but it might be actually good for me because then I can be friends with my friends again, and I don't have to worry about her saying bad things about me or something like that. Because with the Fool in reverse and the Nine of Swords, so she's actually very stressed out with the Fool in reverse, like of having to like start over with somebody new. Kind of like, oh, but if somebody new comes in, what am I gonna do? Like almost like I have to start over. I have to, you know, train them, or they don't know what they're gonna be doing, and or what if nobody comes? What if there are no other people who apply? Then I have to do their work. Oh my God, what the crap. Like, so she's kind of like terrified. Like whether you leave or stay, she's a little bit stressed out. Like if you stay, maybe worse things will happen for me because you're going to be critical of me and complain about me. But what if nobody comes? Then, oh my God, then I'm going to have to do their work on top of mine. Or what if somebody comes and they don't know what they're doing, and I'm going to have to doing my work and theirs anyway. And so she's worried about like all the what ifs. Like what if, what if, what if. With the Seven of Pentacles in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse, she's also feeling like, again, that energy of like, oh, I'm glad you're leaving because you might probably spread lies about me if you stayed. That kind of thing. Yeah, very well. You know, it's kind of crazy because she's like really, really stressed out because she's like, if you stay, it might cause problems for me. If you leave, it might cause problems for me. So in every which way, I think she's one of those, I don't know if she's a Virgo or an earth sign, or just somebody who is always trying to like have solutions and plan and stuff. Like she needs like answers and like solutions all the time. She's like, oh, I can't, like, it's almost like if I'm teaching, I always need something to talk about. And if I can't think up of, if your class is like 50 minutes long, I need something to talk about for 50 minutes, because if I don't, I can't handle silence. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like that. Like she needs to plan out every second of every day of her life for just in case kind of things. And I feel like she freaks out if she doesn't have like, is she autistic? Because that would make a lot of sense. Because that would make a lot of sense. Because, you know, isn't Sue the one who I always get like really like negative energy about? Like, she's always super critical and she always assumes the worst and all, like, good God. I'm like, how do you live like this? Because with the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, I think there's also an energy of where she's just like, she doesn't, like, she wants to know, she's holding back on, like, it's like she wants to know more information about you, but she's holding back on asking you. Does that make sense? It's kind of like, what's going on? Like, I kind of want to ask Jess. I kind of want to know, but I don't know if I should ask. Because also with the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Swords, she also feels like, well, we're not friends. I don't think she likes me. It's probably why she's leaving. So what's the point of asking? I think she wants to know if you're quitting because of her. I think that's what she wants to know. Because she thinks that, oh, I think that Jess doesn't like me and that's why she's leaving. Yeah, because I always get something mental about her. I'm like, is she okay? Like, is she alright? Does she know something's wrong with her? Because it shows up in every reading I think I've ever done with you. And I was like, what's wrong with her? Is she okay? Does she, like, need to take a chill pill? Like, what's going on? With the Page of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Swords, she's too scared to ask you the truth. She's like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to hear the truth. It's like, I want to know and I want to ask, but I feel like I shouldn't ask. Yeah. I know it is. But for her, she just wonders if there's other things going on because she knows that you haven't been very happy with her. You've, you know, spoken some negative things of her performance or whatever it is about her. But with the Five of Wands in reverse, she's like, I just want to keep the peace. I don't really want to create any kind of drama or a kind of mess. With the Page of Pentacles in reverse, she's very insecure about losing her job or saying or doing something that might affect her financially. So for her, she's just like, okay, I guess you're leaving. I don't want any drama, but I do wonder if it's my fault because it seems so sudden that you would just be like, I'm quitting. So you must have found another job, but I hope I didn't I hope I wasn't the catalyst to make you want to leave. Because with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Moon, she's terrified of losing her job. Okay. So for her, she's just like, I get it. Jess is leaving and I don't want to cause any drama before she goes. I hope I'm not the reason and I hope that she doesn't say anything worse about me before she leaves. So she's going to try and be nice to you and be like, you know, either avoid you if she can or try not to talk too much to you. And if she does, she's going to be positive or nice because she's like, oh gosh, I just don't want for anything worse to happen. Hierophant and the Eight of Cups in reverse, because she also feels like you might hold a grudge against her and screw her up somehow with like the higher ups, with like the bosses, principals, or whoever. So she's like, please don't hold a grudge against me. Please don't let anything come back onto me with the higher ups, that kind of thing. Okay. Anything else? And with the Four of Wands and the King of Wands in reverse, she also thinks that you're mad at her. Or that you might get other people mad at her. I don't know. There's like this weird energy where she's just like, oh, I feel like you're mad at me and you're going to try and like be vindictive towards me. But I just want stability here. And she wonders if you're trying to turn people against her. With the Four of Wands, it even could be the stable relationships that she has, like her friends and co-workers or her peers. She wonders if you, with the King of Wands in reverse, if you're somebody who is trying to get back at her through her stable relationship. So again, she is afraid of that you might hold a grudge against her and try and screw her over. Three of Swords, yeah, she might feel like you might betray her with the Death in reverse. She's like, please don't betray me. Please don't hurt me before you leave. That's her fear. She's like, please don't stab me in the back before you leave. With the Ten of Cups reversed, Magician reversed, and the Three of Wands. Well, that's mean. I don't even know if I want to say this out loud, Jess. That's mean. The crap. Okay, so listen. When I say this to you, you need to not go into your dark side and not be vengeful and hateful, okay? Just hear it for what it is and let it go, okay? But since it came out, I can't like not tell you because I just can't. I don't want to say it, but with the Ten of Cups reversed, the Magician reversed, and the Three of Wands, she is kind of hoping that wherever you go to next, that you end up being very unhappy. Mean. Like I said, but don't be vindictive towards her because she's feeling and thinking that. It's just she feels hurt and betrayed. And like I said, typically when people are negative, mean, all of that, they put negativity into this ether and then it comes back towards them tenfold. Okay? Ooh, I knocked something over. Can you guys still hear me? Something hit the computer. Are you guys still there? Spirit's like, shut up. Okay. Spirit, be nice. But that's what Spirit's saying. Like, just be careful. Don't take the negativity, pain, and hurt that she feels. Don't use that against her in some capacity. It's just because she feels hurt and deceived, or maybe she feels like she feels stabbed in the back. But hurt people. So don't let what she thinks or feels hurt you. Because at the end of the day, you're leaving and it doesn't matter. Leave it behind. Keep a clean slate with you and stay positive in your energy. Okay? I understand. But even if you don't have respect for her, Jess, you don't have to hold negativity in your heart for her. Okay? Because again, for you, sometimes it could be hard to get out of a negative or dark energy. And it's 4, 5, 6. That might be an extra message for you from Spirit. Because again, because of the eclipse, a lot of negative feelings will come to the surface. Judgment in reverse. Sometimes you could be very critical with the Six of Swords in reverse because there's chaos in your life or in your mind. Okay, because the Six of Swords in reverse is sometimes in your mind you have chaos. And because of that, sometimes you can get critical or you can get very upset. Or if somebody creates chaos for you, it's like you want to give it back. But don't do that, okay? But that's what I see for you. I think that she feels a sense of relief, but also a sense of fear. Again, because you're leaving, are you going to do something worse before you leave? Or am I the reason you're leaving? Or also an energy of like, yeah, but what if no one takes your place? Then I'm going to have to do double time work. Or if someone comes in and doesn't know what they're doing, then I have to like do more work. So for her, she's just like, no matter what, I'm stressed out. And like I said, this is always her energy, so I feel like she's just one of those people who are just, she creates problems for herself, and she is a problem, okay? But that's what I have for you. I hope I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation, hon. Let me know how things go, okay? Alrighty, Miss Azu, you are next. I believe it. I believe it because, you know, her energy is kind of all over the place. Like, there's a lot of sitting, and like I said, she has some issue. I don't know if it's ADD or if she has, like, some other personality disorder or she's autistic. But no lie, I feel like she sits down and her head is, like, racing and she doesn't move. Which is common for someone who has ADD and even people who are autistic sometimes. It's like you kind of get trapped in your own mind and it's like you need to get things taken care of and finished, but they don't get done because you just freeze. I know this because I have it and I can go through it sometimes where even before I go live, sometimes I'm afraid of like the anxiety I'm going to feel while I'm doing the live, that I'll be sitting in front of my computer for like hours and I can't push stream. I don't know. It's crazy, but it happens. And I feel like she might have that too. There's something about her, though, that is definitely off. Okay? Good luck, hon. Let me know how things go, okay? Please do. And again, don't let her negativity affect you or ruin you or your day, okay? Be careful. Alrighty, Zazu. It's not working. Alrighty, let's see. What are fronds? Ah, okay, Jess, I see. Does he know they're from you? Did you say that they were from you, Zazu? Oh, okay. With the Four of Cups, maybe. So he hasn't been in a very good mood lately. I think he's very unhappy with his life. And he feels like he's just missing out on so many things in his life. And with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, he's struggling because of money. His finances are off and he's like, oh, I don't know what to do and I'm very unhappy. Oh crap. So I think he's down in the dumps. So it's a maybe because he's just more focused on his lack of financial stability than anything else in his life. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups reversed, and the Hangman in reversed, he's like, I think he's in the energy of like, nobody likes me. I don't have anyone in my life. Is someone trying to talk to me? I think he might be confused because with the Eight of Cups sideways, the World sideways, and the Two of Pentacles at the bottom, he's kind of in this energy of like, is it somebody that I know? Should I return to it? I don't know what I should do. Who could it be? He's kind of confused at who did it. And if I think, or the reason of why you did it, because it's kind of like that energy of I don't really know what to do. Because it very well could be that, I'm not gonna lie to you, there is this part of him where he just doesn't love himself and he doesn't know if he can love anybody else. It's almost like that energy of like, I have no hope in love, I have no emotion, no desire. Knight of Cups in reversed, I don't really want to date anyone or make any efforts. Hangman in reverse, almost like that energy of like, I'm in a very selfish energy right now. With the World sideways, Eight of Cups sideways, Two Pentacles at the bottom. If he knows it's you, it's like that energy of like, I don't know what to do. It's like everything is in limbo right now. I'm kind of stressed out. I'm sad. I'm trying to figure out my financial situation and my life, and I'm struggling. He's in a very boo-hoo, sad, like lonely, unhappy, like energy. So it's a maybe with the Four of Cups. Because I feel like, oh, it's nice, and then it's like, but my life sucks. Do you know what I mean? It's a very sweet gesture. And I think that because he's in such a low vibration or a low state, I think that he has a hard time like finding the beauty and appreciation in it. So don't be offended. It has nothing to do with you. It just has to do with himself. Let me see. You want to know about your next long-term relationship? I can do that. I'll be right back. 1 minute. I'll be right back.
nice of you to care because I think he struggles with it. Spirit says that for your next long-term relationship, watch your back. There might be an enemy. In other words, I don't know if somebody else likes this person too, or feels something about the connection. Kind of like, oh, it's almost like, I don't know if it's like a woman. I mean, there's a woman on this card, so it almost feels like you should watch your back about another woman. Maybe another woman has interest in them. Maybe they might act like they're friends with the person or friends with you, but really it's like they're out for themselves. So be careful. Two more. It's the first time I've ever gotten that. Weird. You might, I hate to say it like that. It could be an ex too, you know, but whatever it is. Also, I get an old spark. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So it's somebody that you already know. Oh boy, here we go. One more. What else do we need to know? Excellent. Could be an ex. It could be somebody that you already know. Also, this person, they have some inner healing that they have to go through, okay? And it's strange because I feel like I got this for you in the past, where this person, even on this, there's like this, there's two candles. And it's like this person needs to reignite and reconnect with themselves and kind of like reemerge as a person who understands who they are and what they want within themselves. So I feel like this is a person who has some emotional and even psychological depth that they need to really work on and grow in their connection with themselves in order to come towards you with the right kind of energy. Let me see. What else can I get? And you can post your second question too, but let me see. With the World card, this is a person who ended a connection with someone, who ended a cycle with something or someone in their life. They're starting new because they just ended something. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is a person who wants to reinvest in you. Could be a friendship from your past or someone that you already have a history with. But they just went through an ending. And they're like, I want to reinvest in Zazu, and because I went through an ending. What else? With the Queen of Wands reversed, the Emperor reversed, and the Three of Swords. So this person might be coming towards you from a very hurt place, because with the Emperor in reversed, they might have divorced somebody, and with the Queen of Wands in reversed, they might feel like you're mad at them. With the Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess, because they left you behind or they ghosted you, or it's kind of like leaving you out in the cold and not talking to you. And with the High Priestess at the bottom, they have this fear of like, I haven't talked to you in so long, or I just kind of bailed on our friendship or our connection. I wonder if you're still mad at me or you feel betrayed by me. What's it going to be like? With the Ten of Wands in reverse, this person has held on to a lot of guilt, and they're going to take initiative. With the Five of Swords in reversed, they have a lot of doubts and fears of like, oh, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe she hates me. Maybe she doesn't want to be with me. So what's their connection going to be like? What's it going to be like? With the Ten of Pentacles, it looks like there's potential for marriage or long-term commitment. Ace of Cups. It could be like a 10-year long relationship or longer. Is a connection of
growth, abundance, like everything you could ever want. Ace of Cups, and being in a relationship with love. So I do feel like there's going to be marriage or some long-term commitment, whether it's 10 plus years or there's just a lot of abundance and love with the Ace of Cups. Anything else? What else does she need to know? With the Eight of Swords in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, I do feel like there needs to be a conversation about what had happened. It very well could be in the beginning there might be some breadcrumbing because this person is slowly trying to reopen themselves to you. The Eight of Swords reverse is kind of tilted to the side, so it's almost like I need to trickle in and let you know of everything that happened. And why I did things the way that I did. The way I treated you was unfair. I have to be honest with you about what had happened. With the Two of Swords sideways, the Magician reversed, and the Ace of Swords in reversed. Because I made a unrational or maybe too quick of a decision because I was manipulated and lied to. So I do think that he might tell you the truth of what happened. I should have told you the truth. With the Death sideways and the Two of Pentacles, I think this person also wonders if you can get over whatever happened to them in the past. Zazu, did you want 2 yes or no questions for your other donation? Because with the Death sideways and the Two of Pentacles, I think there is a part of them of like, can you let go of and completely forgive me? Or is this something that's like too much? I think they also wonder if they tell you everything that you might not be willing to let them into your heart completely. Okay. With the Nine of Cups sideways and the Moon in reverse, there also is this energy of, I want to tell you that I want to be with you, or I wanted to be with you, but there were blockages and delays. So I think there's going to be a full-on explanation of what had happened to you in your past, of what had happened, how things happened, how they transpired, and how, like, I think he wants to reveal the truth of his own feelings, of what took him down the path that it had taken him. With the Justice in reverse, I got divorced, Page of Swords, and that's why I'm calling you. Three of Pentacles reverse. I'm not looking for love right now, but King of Wands, I am looking for your attention and for your time. Strength card while I build up my confidence. So I don't think that he's going to run into a relationship immediately. I think there's going to be a connection or a reconnection of friendship and communication, but it's going to be slow moving, okay? Like, he's like, I want your attention. I'm not seeking to be in a relationship. I can't right now, but I'm trying to build up my confidence. I'm trying to become stronger. I'm not focused on love at the moment. But with the Queen of Swords reverse, because I'm scared of the lies that my wife might tell about me or spread about me. With the Star at the bottom, I need to heal. Or even the pain that she might have caused him. I can't sleep at night. I don't take care of myself. I need to heal. Even could be, if it's not his wife, it could even be his mother. Or the King of Swords and the Page of Cups. But he's going to be very logical and want to communicate with you. And be like, I'm sorry, or I miss you. And even could be, maybe he's focused on his children. I need to figure out what to do about my kids. So this person has children. Anything else? With the Temperance card and the Four of Cups in reverse. Also an energy of trying to heal their rejection. Kind of like, I feel like I have to take things slowly. I can't move things too fast. I feel very rejected. I feel very unhappy. Even could be afraid of his children feeling rejected. Anything else? With the Knight of Swords reverse and the Fool. So it's going to be out of the blue where you're going to hear from him, because he's like, I need to take more risks. I've been holding on to this message for Zazu, or I've been writing and deleting messages constantly. I just need to message him. So it will be like out of the blue that you're going to hear from him and to connect with you. And this is a person
Well, the Fool came out again. See, with the Knight of Swords, there's going to be communication. With the Five of Cups in reversed, he's going to be a bit depressed because with the Ten of Cups in reverse, he went through a divorce with the Fool, but he's going to be free to do what he wants. And with the Nine of Swords at the bottom, but he has a lot of fear and anxiety of coming towards you. What do I say? Is it safe to say something? Like, I don't want to move too quickly. Oh, because the Queen of Wands reversed, he's afraid that you're mad at him. So I do feel like there is communication coming from him once things are clear and in the open, but it won't immediately be of love. It will be of like, what do you call it? Of kind of like that energy of, oh, I want to talk to you again, or would you be willing to talk to me? So I do feel like there is a lot of that going on. And Mac and Bees, you can push your question, hun. Alrighty, let me see about your yes or no questions. Okay, let's see. Yes, I do remember that, Dazu. Let me see. With the Five of Wands, I get a no. You are not. Because with the Five of Wands, you have a lot of internal battle within yourself, of fighting yourself sometimes, or even could be that your mind is dealing with like negatively against you. There's a lot of conflict within yourself. With the Eight of Pentacles in reversed, you work a lot, you don't make enough money. Even could be because with the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords reversed, the Knight of Swords reversed, the Three of Swords reversed, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. There's also a part of you where you don't love yourself enough. Where it seems like with the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, I don't know if you are spying on other people because of your unhappiness and lack of fulfillment within yourself. With the Page of Swords in reverse, spying could be like getting tarot readings or looking into the lives of others. With the Knight of Swords in reverse, sometimes you're a bit too impulsive with your decisions. With the Three of Swords in reverse, Spirit really wants you to heal that. And with the Six of Pentacles and bring more balance in your life, into your finances, it could be about budgeting your money. But Spirit is saying right now, there's still a lot of conflict within yourself with doing it the right way. In other words, it's like you might be on track one day, but sometimes you become very unhappy and impulsive with your spending. Spirit is saying that there still needs to be some work done in that area in order to get yourself on the right path. So as of right now, still, there hasn't been enough time that's passed in order for it to change the energy. But Spirit is saying you got to work on that a little more, okay? Let me see about your second question. Mac and Bees and Happy Chick, you can post your questions. like there's a delay in the blessings. Hold on, will you get one in your job? With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, not at this time until somebody leaves. Because with the Knight of Pentacles reverse and the Fool in reverse, there aren't any opportunities available or that's coming right now, okay? And it could be for the next 2 to 3 months, or it could be longer. Because with the Chariot in reverse and the Judgment at the bottom, you're going to realize too, there's no movement. Like there's no movement upward, there's no movement when it comes to your workplace unless somebody leaves. Because with the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Wands in reverse, Spirit is saying that you might get stressed out for a bit until somebody quits or leaves, or if you quit or leave. Because with the Three of Wands in reverse, I do feel like ultimately you will see that there isn't a future for you where you are currently working. So in other words, unless somebody leaves and a position becomes available, there isn't something more coming, or unless you leave, okay? Because Spirit is saying 10 of Wands, you're going to be stressed out, you're going to be overwhelmed. And with the Ten of Swords, again, unless you leave or somebody else leaves, there's no movement or opening. Again, Knight of Pentacles reverse, Fool reverse, Chariot reverse. There's nothing available for you at this time, and maybe in the next 2 to 3 months, again, unless you leave or somebody else leaves. And with the Three of Wands in reverse, there's no future here ultimately. Like, I don't know that you're going to stay at your current job for a very long time. I feel like deep down there's a part of you that knows that you don't want to be there. But it's up to you what you want to do, okay? But as of right now, I don't see anything really great happening in the next 2 to 3 months. But unless you make a change yourself, okay? I'm sorry it wasn't more positive, but that's what I get, hon, okay? And you can always change that for yourself if you find something different, or start applying to different jobs or different positions and whatnot. That might help you. Or, you know, unless somebody decides to quit or leave. And Spirit is saying as of right now, that's not in the cards, or not in the energy of anyone quitting or leaving. Like tomorrow, it might be more than 2 or 3 months before there's any real big change, okay? The energy typically is like what's happening right now. And as of right now, I don't see anyone wanting to quit or leave. Especially if people have children, they still have to keep paying the bills and whatnot. And a lot of times people stick through jobs until the kids are out of school. Does that make sense? So that the transition from one thing to the other won't be too hectic or stressful. Okay? I hope I was able to help you, and thank you for your donations. Good luck, hon. Let me know how things go, okay? Mac and B's, Happy Chick. Are either of you here? If not, I'm going to do D. Let me scroll back up. Mac and Bees, Happy Chick, D. Coning. You're welcome, Zazu. Where you at, everybody? D, are you here? D, you asked so many questions. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, D. I'm going to do you since I don't have any questions from the others. Okay, here we go. Okay. What can you expect? Let's say your company B will benefit you financially. The Knight of Pentacles reverse, the Emperor, Seven of Cups. Company B. Mac and Bees, where did you post, hon? I don't see it anywhere. I'm scrolling up.
Phoenix, Rosie, Kaiser, pretty girl. I don't see your question, hon. Go ahead and post it again. I'm gonna do these and post it again and chop it up into different, like, cause I have it on, chop it up, like break up your question, because it could be that the words you put together, YouTube might not like it, so they might be filtering it out because I don't see it, because I'm looking at two different screens and I don't see your question anywhere. But okay, see, let me see. I did. I scrolled up both times on my computer and my phone, and I don't see anything in the chat from you, hon. Like, I don't see anything, because I scrolled up as far as I can go, and I see Rising Phoenix, Rosie, and K Mingo, and some others. I see everyone, but I don't see anything written in the chat from you, hon. I scrolled up, I promised. Yeah, I only see the people that I just read for. I don't see your question anywhere. Scrolling. So just post it again, Mac and Bees, because again, I don't see it anywhere. But chop it up into pieces, because it could be that the question isn't visible because some words are together and YouTube's AI is filtering it out. Okay. D, with the Ten of Cups, I get a yes. I do think that they are going to be benefiting you financially, or at least emotionally. Like, you're going to be happy with what comes with it. With the Nine of Pentacles, yeah, it's going to make you happy because it's going to give you a lot of positive finances. Knight of Pentacles reverse, the Emperor, and the Seven of Cups. But there might be something where, I don't know if they're going to... I feel like you might be a little bit confused about your position of what you're supposed to be doing, because I feel like they aren't going to be very clear in the very beginning. With the Six of Cups reversed and the Eight of Swords in reverse. But I don't know that you're going to want to stay there for a long time, because I feel like financially it'll be good for you, but for some reason you might have a falling out with someone, okay? So I don't know if it's like you start working there and something happens where you don't get along with somebody that you're working with, or you have hard feelings about something that might kind of like upset you, or you might say, I don't want to work with this person because they're being difficult or something. There's something that's going to happen. I think financially it will benefit you, but ultimately you might be like, I don't like this because I don't like this person that I'm dealing with, or I don't want to be around this person, or they're going to be like kind of like, I don't know if it's like a bit obscure about what they're feeling or thinking or presenting to you, but there's something that's not showing very well on their part. But like I said, in the beginning, you're going to be happy because you're like, oh, yay, it's giving me money. But then in the long run, you might be like, ugh, I don't think I like this. Okay, someone might make you uncomfortable or upset you or hurt your feelings. Okay. Will you be gone the first round on April 26th? Let's see. With the King of Pentacles in reverse, no, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, I don't see you being eliminated on April 26th. But with the Wheel of Fortune sideways, the Moon sideways, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, I don't know that things are exactly going to be going in your favor. I think it's kind of strange, because with the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse,
I feel like no decisions, or like you're not going to be eliminated, but I don't know that you're going to be guaranteed something better. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, they might slow things down. With the Wheel of Fortune sideways and the Moon sideways, there's like this energy of a pause potentially, because something isn't moving forward. I feel like there might be some issues. I don't know if it's issues with money or information, but they're not going to make it clear to you about something with the Moon sideways. They're going to reveal things to you slowly. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, if this is about work, it could be that something has changed and they can't work on this as quickly, or there's going to be some sort of a delay. Okay, so on April 26th, I don't think that you're going to be gone the first round. I think that you're still going to be in the running, but there's going to be some sort of a delay. And how is A, or what's he doing? Let's see. I see you, Mac. I see you, Marissa. But why do I keep saying 10? Okay. That's probably why, because if you post a lot of numbers in your comments, Mac and B, sometimes what happens is YouTube thinks that you're trying to put in a phone number or someone's personal information, so they block it. So that's probably why I didn't see it. I didn't see any of that. Even when I scroll up the chat, I don't see any of it. Because if you put in like an email address, or like if you put a $sign with like letters next to it, they think you're putting in your Cash App, so then they'll block that. You know, YouTube does a lot of weird stuff where they block certain things, and then I can't see it on my end, and you see it on your phone screen or your computer, but it's not in chat. It's really bizarre, but that's probably why. Alrighty, D, let me see. But YouTube probably thought you were putting in your phone number or something. Oh, Marissa, I still have D, Mac and B's, and Happy Chick. And I don't think I'll be able to do any more after that. I have to go. But if you want to try next time, please do come back. With the Queen of Cups reverse and the Death in reverse. Well, D, it looks like somebody is codependent on him, or like disappointed with him that he hasn't ended. He is still in connection with a female who might be like begging for his attention, or lonely, or sad. And their connection hasn't ended. With the Strength sideways and the Five of Cups. So he's also in this energy, I think he misses you, but he's like not doing anything about it. How is A doing though? What's going on with A? With the Judgment, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups. So he's had a realization about like he wants to reconnect with you, but he's also in that energy, but like I don't know when. Because Nine of Cups, it's like his wish is to reconnect with you, communicate with you, see you again. But he also tells himself, yeah, but I don't know when I'm going to do it. I don't know what's going to happen because of it. Like I don't know what direction to go in. So has he been good? Like how's he been doing? When it comes to D, why is he dreaming about... With the World in reverse, he doesn't want your connection to be over. But with the Seven of Swords, he's also in this energy of I don't trust you. Also, I'm very... It's like he's still keeping secrets and being kind of sneaky. So it's like he doesn't want your connection to be over, but he's also like, I gotta be strategic, and I don't really know if I can trust you or not. With the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Cups reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Pentacles reverse, and the Chariot at the bottom. He also feels like you guys don't work together anymore. You don't want to be friends with him. He feels like you were honest, or you gave your 2 cents. And with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, like it's unfair. The connection between the two of you is unfair. With the Chariot, and that's how you made your decision. Like he knows that he messed up and that you told your truth, or you saw through his lies, and that there's like no love there. So he feels like even though I wish that I could talk to you, like I don't have the balls to say anything to you. Because with the Hermit in reverse and the Ten of Wands, he feels really guilty, and he does want to communicate with you. That's probably why you dreamed about him, because his energy is pulling you in of like, I want to talk to you again, but I feel so guilty about the way I treated you or about what happened. And he's very stressed out. With the Three of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse,
also an energy of, I wish I could fix things between the two of us, but I don't want to be the one to have to reach out to do it. I think he's like, but I don't really want you to know, like, that I want to fix things, that I wish that we were good. Like, I don't want to reach out. Anything else? How's he doing? Is he good? Is he good? Spirit is good. Is he doing okay otherwise in his life? With the 4 of Cups sideways, Magician reverse, nope, he's not. If you're wondering how he's doing, he's bored, he's unhappy, he feels unfulfilled, he's miserable. With the Magician reversed, I don't think things are happening for him the way that he wants. Maybe he realizes that he's manipulative, like he's been trying to manifest things, things aren't manifesting. Things aren't going so hot for his life. With the Knight of Pentacles sideways and the 5 of Wands, could be that, I don't know if he got into a fight with someone else at work, or he's feeling like, you know, I want to message you, but I don't know if I should or not. I don't know if we're going to fight or if it's going to create conflict. 10 of Swords, the Moon reversed, and the 3 of Cups in reversed. Ooh. Because he feels like no matter what happens, like, you're going to want to know the truth, and the truth already came out, and that's why things ended. With the 3 of Cups in reverse, because he's like, he's a gossiper, he's a liar, he's a cheater, like, he's not somebody that you can trust, so he knows ultimately, like, he's screwed, okay? So he's not in a good place. You're thinking about him because he's thinking about you, but also he's getting his own karma for his own actions, okay? And you're thinking about him because you're dreaming about him because he's thinking about you hard and heavy, like, he misses you, but he also doesn't want to be the first to reach out because he feels like things ended for a reason, okay? Hope I was able to help you, hon. Let me know how things go, all right? All right, Miss Mackenbees. I gotcha. Mackenbees. Oh, let me put down here. Closed. You'll have to tell me the results, Dee. All right? I hope I was able to help you, hon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your donation. Mac and Bees. You want to know? And Happy Chick, you can post your question too, hon. Or maybe not. I might have to hold off until next time. Hold on. I might not be able to get to it. Let me see. Alright, Spirit, what is Megan keep saying 10 times? What are you trying to tell us? With the Star in reverse and the Hermit. So it's because you've been really sad, okay? With the Star in reverse, you feel like things aren't working out for you. You've been very depressed. You've been really emotional. And with the Hermit, you've been very quiet. And it even could be with the Hermit, I don't know if in your silence or you not spending time with other people and you really like isolating yourself, if you've been talking to God, Spirit, the universe, asking them for help. I don't know if you've been in an energy of losing hope, but Spirit is saying we're answering you. You've been calling upon us, you've been seeking us. We're trying to give you an answer of we're here for you. Because with the Ace of Swords and the King of Wands in reverse, I feel like you've been searching for clarity or communication. And with the King of Wands in reverse, I do feel like you've been in an energy of maybe even like needing some external validation of Spirit. Can you hear me? Like, what the heck is going on here? Like, do you hear me? Like, do you hear me talking to you? I think also with the Ace of Swords and the King of Wands in reverse, there is this energy where you want clarity about, I don't know if it's about your man. Let me see. What are you trying to say? With the Four of Cups in reversed and the Death card, there's a part of you where you feel very rejected in your life, and I feel like it has to do with your relationship. And with the Death card, there needs to be changes. And Spirit is saying that go deep within and find the change that you're seeking. You're seeing 10-10 because 10s are about endings. And Spirit is saying, especially with the Death card is a change that needs to happen. You have to end either certain behaviors, or you have to end certain ways that things are going. Things have to transform in order to be better. And with the Four of Cups in reverse, you might feel like your boyfriend, your fiance. It could be with the King of Wands in reverse. Maybe you feel like your fiance is mad at you, or he's being insecure or immature or petty, control, whatever it is. He's not being very, I don't know if you feel like he's being lazy, but with the Four of Cups in reverse, you feel very rejected. And Spirit is saying it's up to you to make an ending of his actions. In other words, if you feel like he's being mean to you, ignoring you, any of those things, you have to take action, okay? And say, listen, we have to create change. So I think you've been seeking Spirit out to know what to do about your relationship, and Spirit's saying this is the answer. Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Also seek honesty and truth in what you're looking at when your connection, because with the Two Pentacles in reverse, I feel like there's a lot of instances where, and it's 543, that might be an extra message for you from Spirit, but Spirit is saying you need to put an end to your confusion and your instability, because with the Two Pentacles in reverse, there's a part of you who feels like, I don't really know what I want. I don't even know if I really want my fiance anymore. I don't know what direction our relationship is going. I don't know what direction my life is going. I don't really know what I want. And with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you've had this realization for some time. Seven of Swords in reverse, be honest with yourself. With the Tower and the Magician, Spirit is also saying, like, you are the arbiter of your own life and of change. If you are unfulfilled or unhappy with your relationship, then you need to end things. And if you are happy with your relationship, but you would like for things to be different, then you need to shake things up with him and be like, listen, these are the things that I want to change in order to improve our relationship, because I'm losing faith in our connection. I'm losing faith in this relationship. And honestly, it's like, think about a forever of what we're going through right now. Is this healthy? Is this good for us? You know, it's like, ultimately, I'm disappointed because of this. And I want us to have a healthy, open line of communication, or whatever it is. There has to be some sort of change in your relationship, and that's why 10-10 keeps showing up. So you need to end something about your relationship, whether end the relationship altogether or end some factor or facet of your connection in order to improve it, because there needs to be changes, but you're not making changes, okay? So that's the 10-10, 12-12. What is 12-12 about? Why does Mason Peace keep saying 12-12? Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups sideways, and the Two of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom. There's something coming your way. It very well could be that it's finally time for something to happen. I don't know if it's something you've been wishing for some time, but it's finally time for it to come towards you. With the Three of Cups sideways, could be you've been wanting to celebrate something, or you've been trying to connect with others, but there's something coming together for you. With the Two of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom, could be something with your finances, or it could be something that you were uncertain of for some time, or maybe you took a risk on something and it's finally coming to fruition. With the Nine of Cups in reverse, there has been some sort of a delay of a wish. With the Star, literally a wish come true. With the Fool, of a new beginning. So it very well could be Spirit is trying to tell you with the 12-12 that there's something better coming for you that you've been hoping for some time, that's going to bring you some sort of celebration or excitement. You've been wishing for it, and there's been a delay, and you're going to have a brand new beginning because of it. Anything else? Nine of Swords reverse, you've been very stressed out and filled with anxiety. King of Pentacles, Four of Wands reverse, and the King of Cups in reversed. It very well could be it could be about moving. It could be that maybe finances improve. Or it even could be something, I don't know. Very well could be that maybe your fiance has like a conversation with his
brother. But there's something coming that's a wish come true and a new beginning. King of Wands, Justice reversed. It could be that that he's going to be making some changes as well with maybe the relationship with his brother, but also maybe the home. I don't know if there's going to be some sort of movement going on, like moving in or out, or some kind of a move when it comes to family and like structure and whatnot. Okay, let me see about 606. Oh, the 606, 2 of Wands reversed, the World reversed, and the Strength in reversed. So you've been having a very difficult time making a decision. You've been delaying a decision, and with the World in reverse, and you've been delaying an ending because you are very scared. With the Strength in reverse, there is an energy of you have fear and anxiety, or you are in this energy of being very stuck. You're afraid. With the Sun in reverse, you're not happy. And with the Hermit in reverse, you need to do something about it, whether it's be social or tell someone that you're not happy. And you've been taking a long time. In other words, bringing balance back into your life, but you've been taking too long to bring balance into your own life, maybe even being fair to yourself. You know, when you think about sixes, like 6 of Wands is getting good attention or actually being successful and being victorious after going after what you want. 6 of Pentacles is bringing stability in your finances and in your life in general, or having fair relationships with others, even friendships. 6 of Cups is about friendships, children, connections that matter, as well as the 6, and even reconciling. The 6 of Swords is about finding peace and calm in your life, and even like in your mind. So I feel like you've been taking too long to make any decisions about your happiness. With the 2 of Swords in reverse, again, you're not making decisions that matter. With the Justice in reverse, about things that aren't fair, or there's a lack of balance that you are not conversating about with somebody. It's like you're not wanting to make big decisions. Even if something isn't fair, you don't want to talk about it. It's like you're avoiding conversations and making decisions to make things in life more fair for you. So Spirit is saying bring yourself back into balance. Whether it's by having communication with others or focusing on your own stability. With the 3 of Wands sideways and the 3 of Cups in reverse, I think also there is an energy of you're not connecting with other people very well. With the 3 of Wands sideways, you're taking too long to like really plan or even travel. Oh, so I don't know if you've been talking about traveling, or you've been talking about wanting to do things but then not doing it. Kind of like you'll tell your friends, I wish that my man and I would travel more, but you don't tell your man that. You know what I mean? It's like Spirit is saying make plans, plan for your future. Don't just talk about it, actually do something about it, okay? And if you want something like to travel or do something with your man, you got to go and say something and do it, because I see you holding off. It's like, I'm not happy, but I'm too scared to say why I'm not happy. With the 3 of Pentacles sideways, the 2 of Cups in reverse, and the Devil, you feel very trapped in your relationship. You feel like there's a disconnect in your connection. And with the 3 of Pentacles sideways, you wonder if your relationship is even going to last a lifetime. I feel like there's a lot of fear there that you've been holding on to, but not taking any action about communicating or actually trying to figure out. And Spirit is saying you need to take action to figure out what it all means to you, because if you don't, then there is a lack of like growth for you, and also you're going to be in this fear, unhappiness, lack of fulfillment kind of energy. What else do you want her to know with the 6 of 6? Why did you want her to say that? 2 of Pentacles in reverse, again, Hierophant in reverse. You don't know if you want to marry your person. You don't know if you have enough in common. You don't even know if he's the right person for you at this point. And Spirit is saying you need to figure that out, because you're creating a lack of balance in your life. So Spirit's trying to tell you, put balance back into your life. And in order to do that, you need to figure out what you want with this person. Anything else? With the 6 of Cups, wow. If you want to ask about 6s,
6 came out. 8 of Pentacles sideways, 10 of Swords sideways, 6 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Also, when it comes to your work, you're kind of like on and off about wanting to quit because of your friend with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, but deep down you're in this energy of like, I don't want to be here anymore, I don't want to work here anymore, I don't know what I want. So Spirit is saying you got to make a decision about your finances, you got to make a decision about your happiness as well as your relationship. They're all related. The 10-10, the 12-12, and the 606, they're all related to your happiness, your fulfillment, and them trying to communicate with you that we hear you, we get that you are uncertain, unhappy, and unfulfilled, but you're not really doing anything about it, and we're trying to get you back on track to find balance in your life, but you're not doing anything about it. You're delaying it, you're not taking action, you're like avoiding it, and you're dragging your feet because it's almost like I don't want to face the reality of it, I don't want to deal with it. And Spirit is saying you have to put energy into it in order to do something to make change in your life, because otherwise it's always going to feel uncomfortable. Okay? And that's why you're seeing the numbers. Like I said, they're all connected because every time I picked up different decks, I used different, and the energy still came out the same for every part. So they're all interconnected. It's like you're not happy within yourself, but you don't want to face the reality of why you're not happy, like head on. It's almost like, no, I'll deal with it later. No, I don't want to deal with it. Or no, he's not going to talk to me. Or no, I don't want to have that conversation. You just keep putting delays and blockages for you to move forward in order to have something better and different in your life. And Spirit's saying start taking action to bring balance into your life so you can have more clarity, more peace of mind, and fulfillment, okay? But that's what I see, hun. I hope I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your donation. And happy chick, hun. I'm not going to have time. I'm sorry. I have to go. Oh, my arm is starting to hurt, too. I have to go, but I will be back tomorrow, okay? Thank you for your donation. Thank you for being here. I hope I was able to help you in some way, Mac and Bees, okay? Start taking action, making decisions for yourself. Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde is ended. The eclipse is over. Start taking action, okay? You can do this. I have faith in you. And remember, we can't achieve things in our life if we sit idly hoping for it to come to us. We have to take action, all right? Thank you, everyone, for being here. Bye.